You want a war? You're going to get one.
What was that? He had no time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
The brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
only Cowboys game.
You
The brother
literally.
screwed us. The brother screwed us. We had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks. You bet the way, Kick Dingbat here. Welcome to Thursday Night Football. Finally, a real game. And I see Baltimore's got a lead. I just got home. What is going on, everybody? How you guys doing? What's up, Raekwon? What's going on? CZ, Big Mix, J Ring, Robert, Kyle, Ref Taco, House Nelson, Dave Dust, Major Pain, Grunge Smurf. What's going on? Eagles 93 Cash Money. Jeffs, go F yourself. Steve, Trevon, what's happening? Ravens up 7-0. This should be a good game. Should this not be a good game? All right. I don't think Cincinnati's had the game the ball yet. Both teams are trash. I think this is a pretty good game. What are you talking about? Mark Andrews as soon as I turned it on, they showed Mark Andrews going to the sideline. I didn't see what happened. I just got home from work. What's going on, Charlie? What's up, Nelson? Mike, what's happening? Double walk that like button. Yes, double walk that like button, or we'll never not stop go to work. I can't have any eggnog tonight. I have to go to the doctor's tomorrow. I have to have good blood pressure, so I have to drink a lot of water tonight. Ravens overrated. We'll find out. I bet Bengals tonight. I took the Bengals in the over. No, I took the under. Shit. Did I take the over and under? I can't remember. What's up, Jason Kelsey clone? You mean sexiest man alive? I'm all right. Philly got that drip on tonight. That hat's fire. Yeah, this hat's great. Philly 500 hope ball as well. I hope so too. I had this shirt stuck at work for like 2 weeks. I forgot I had it. Score 7-0 in Baltimore. I don't know. I took the Ravens and the points. I mean, I took the Bengals and the points and the over. No, I took the under. Under usually comes up like most Thursday night games. The under hits. This game already looks like it's gonna hit the over though. Philly Jalen Hurts no longer wearing a sleeve on his knee. I think Jalen hopefully will feel a lot better. We hope. Come on, Burrow, back to pass. Looking. Getting pressured. Boy, their line still stinks. He gets about 8. Glad to see you back to full health. Yeah, we're pretty much there. Still a little congested. Philly, did you see see Fox won't allow the Eagles-Niners game to be flexed into primetime? No, I didn't see that. But it doesn't surprise me. How many sacks for Mahomes? I say 3. I'm gonna say 4. I'm gonna one-up you. Rupozo, you said earlier video you took the over. I did. I took the over. I just checked. I got the Bengals 3.5 and the over 46. Go ahead, baby. So I need points, and more points. Pennsylvania refs not tonight. None. I say 4, like I said. Philly's so dope for spending so much time on live. You could tell he's just excited to stream as we are to annoy him with comments or stream Dingbat. I love it. I love streaming. Streaming's fun, man. I wish I could do this all day. I would bother the hell out of you people. But I think I would probably get in trouble too. All right, Bengals, let's go. We need points. First and 10. Come on. Burrow throws caught at the 50. Penalty. Oh, man, face mask. Time for some spicy burning. What the heck does that mean? Martavis Bryant is back. I was interested in him a few years ago. Are you streaming on Thanksgiving for Dallas? Also, people are saying Panthers could upset Dallas. And which game is that, Carol? I don't see how Carolina could beat Dallas. Carolina stinks. But if they do, that will be the greatest thing. I will be streaming that game. As far as Thanksgiving, I do not know what I'm going to do on Thanksgiving yet. I'm back and forth. Because, look, Detroit plays on Thanksgiving, Dallas plays on Thanksgiving, and the 49ers. The three teams we need to be worrying about, if we need to worry about anybody. We'll see. I might wait and see what happens on Monday night. Quick throw to Chase high. You think Albert Terra or yeah, I think they'll be all right. I think they'll survive 3-4 games. Chris, thank you for Super Chat. Goes, yo, Philly, did you see Mulata, Johnson, and Kelsey sing Christmas? I saw that they did. I haven't listened to it yet. Thank you for the Super Chat. Yeah, I want to see Albert O2. Now, they're saying Goddard might not go to the IR because of the bye week. He may be ready to go in 3 weeks. So they might not put him on there. 2nd and 10 to 35. Quick pass. To Boyd, goes for a couple. It's a big third down coming up. Yeah, it's on Amazon. This game, for those that don't know, is on Amazon Prime. Yep, so you see, I did a video. I did a whole video on it. Nobody watched it, but I did a video on it. Yeah. I did a video on it. Nobody watched. So you think Seattle will be safe? I think they got a shot. I think they got a good shot. I think Washington's going to beat Dallas. I think Detroit will win. Washington wins. And then Seattle, I haven't decided yet. Oh, yeah. Timeout. A 3rd and 7 and 7:40 left in the first quarter. They have to already burn a timeout. It's loud there. Ravens look good tonight. Yeah. You have a loss coming, Philly? We'll see. We'll see. Baltimore drove down the field and scored. I didn't get to see the first series because I was just driving home from work. Seattle's not beating Sankaranti. What is it? Sankaranti? Listen, Seattle in Seattle is a tough place to play. Seattle also is a division opponent. Those are close games. They got a shot. Thank you, Nathan. Man, I appreciate that, man. Thank you for support. 3rd and 7. Look at this. Defense is calling everything. Burrow throws. Oh, nice play. Broken up. Damn it. I should have took Baltimore. You on to something if you think Washington's going to. I think Washington's beating Dallas. Yeah, I think Washington's going to go into Dallas. Listen, Thanksgiving is right around when Dallas chokes. That's when it starts. You think we beat you? Is that Buffalo? Buffalo hasn't looked good. You watched it. Thank you, man. Somebody watched it. That was the one view I had. Thank you. No, I'm just kidding. 500 going to be at 100,000. But man, I wish. If I get the thing, I think I'm going to put the thing right down here or something. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I never thought that I would get this far. So we're way ahead of schedule. Baltimore kicks a field goal, and it's good. Philly, what jersey will you be wearing for the Super Bowl rematch on Monday night? Jerome Brown. I'm on a 3-game winning streak with Jerome Brown, so I'm not switching. Philly, you think we're going to need Baltimore to beat San Francisco late in the season? San Francisco doesn't worry me. You know why? Because San Francisco has 3 losses, right? They play us. As long as we beat them, I don't think they can catch us because I don't see us having more than 4 losses. So all we have to do is take care of San Francisco, and I think we're fine. It's not going to matter. What matters, though, I'm telling you, the team you got to watch out for is Detroit. I think Detroit's better than San Francisco. I honestly do. And I think they're the team that worries me, if any. No, I can't drink Coke Zero. Coke Zero makes me feel weird. I tried the Mountain Dew Zero and the Coke Zero. I don't know. They make me feel weird. I don't know if it spikes my blood pressure or something, but I feel really weird when I drink that. So I don't drink those. I don't drink diet soda. Except for if it's Zevia. Stupidstitious. I like that. Am I going to? I don't know what I'm going to do on Thanksgiving yet. I honestly don't know. I really think I don't want. I just want to kind of hang with family on Thursday. But man, those are big games. What I might do is I might wait and see what happens on Monday night. If the Eagles beat Kansas City, I might not stream. If they don't beat Kansas City, I might stream all 3 of those games, or at least 2 of them. We need Washington to win at least one of those. Oh, Washington's going to win Thanksgiving Day. They're going to beat Dallas on Thanksgiving Day. Andrew being out to screw. What was your parlay, Jose? Andrews gets hurt a lot, man. He gets hurt a lot. We got 344 people in here. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're new, hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you guys for being here. 3,500. Fun fact, 49ers has 1 quarterback rating with 26 passing online. Really? Interesting. D-Boy says, I'm a Dallas fan, but I would bet on Philly against Kansas City. Kansas City is overrated. Yes, I said it. See, I think that Kansas City game's tough because it's very, very hard to win in Kansas City. It's very hard. Pineapple on pizza. Ugh. Timothy, when have I ever hid? When have I ever hidden? I have never hidden. Aspartame is a sweetener in a diet soda, and people can't tolerate it. I can't do aspartame. I don't do it. I'll do Zevia, a Zevia soda, but it doesn't have aspartame. Stir the gravy, Philly. You know I will be on Monday night. Philly, all the teams Dallas have beaten are Spider Rico. Of course. They're all Spider Ricos. There's no question. That's pretty good. I like that. Spider Rico. All right, so the Bengals got the ball back at the 25. Lamar back to pass. Looking, going deep. God, he's got an arm. Oh, he's got a man open. He overthrew Beckham. Jonas, what's going on? Do you think Dobbs' mobility makes Minnesota a worse matchup for our defense than Goff and Purdy in the pocket? They appear inspired. I mean, they're playing good, but I don't think in the long run, I don't think a Minnesota Vikings with Dobbs is going to come and beat Philly. I don't think it's going to be a problem. King Eagle says, you're 500. The Birds going 4-1 down the stretch. My bold prediction is Jalen Hurts wins MVP. I think if Jalen wins this game, he probably will win MVP. 2nd and 10. Lamar, big tackle in the backfield. Nice play. Big 3rd down. You could get aspartame. Dude, I haven't had aspartame in, probably like 15 years. I stopped drinking that stuff long ago, and I got really sick when I did. Hector, what's going on? Yeah, the Eagles did trade their pick with Baltimore, and they took Lamar. That's true. 3rd and 14. 3rd and 14 at the 21. 6:46 left first quarter, and the rest are coming in. I don't know what's going on. 12 in the 4-minute. Wow. 12 men on the field. Jeez. For the Madden players, Devontae Smith, Swift, and Jalen Carter have stars under them on the update. It's about time, right? They're all stars. What's up, Hector? How are you? Would I go after Surtain? Hell yes. Yes. If you can do it over, would you have hired Chip Kelly? No. Absolutely not. I would have stayed away. He ruined that team. They would have won another Super Bowl. Lamar, back to pass. Oh, sacked. Is that Hendrickson again? Damn, Hendrickson's all over the field. Damn, Hendrickson. You still watch Prime Vision 5? What's Prime Vision? Oh, you mean the with the? No, I keep forgetting to put it on. So you see what happened to Broncos? Yeah, I saw it. It's about time they got stars. Ravens are punting. That was a big sack. Big stand by Baltimore, by Cincinnati early. Here's a return. How come every team can punt but us? Like every team punts to kingdom come but us. But Philly, how are you more worried about Detroit when San Francisco is clearly better than San Francisco has Detroit? So here's why, Cash Money. This is why I worry more about Detroit. Because the Niners have 3 losses. As long as the Eagles take care of business and beat the Niners will have 4 losses, plus they'll lose a tiebreaker to the Eagles, okay? That's the first thing. The Eagles aren't going to have more than 4 losses the rest of the year. So the Eagles basically can control their destiny with San Francisco just by beating them. That's how I see it. Detroit, you don't play Detroit. We're not playing Detroit. And go look at Detroit's schedule. It's very easy. That's why I worry about Detroit. I don't worry about Detroit beating us. I'm talking about specifically getting home field advantage. And I think Detroit would beat San Francisco today. I honestly do. I hope our defense scheme is better after the bye week. We keep making another quarterback. I know. It's actually scary. Darren Bland, you mean the guy's still chasing Devontae Smith right now? That guy? No, you want to know about breaking records? Talk to my man, A.J. Brown. Detroit Lions has a cream puff. That's the problem with Detroit. Their schedule. Okay, but Philly, if we lose San Francisco, it's a big problem. If you lose to San Francisco, then it could be a problem, yeah. You can't lose them. You just got to take care of yourself. Yeah, I think San Francisco is a little bit overrated. I mean, how did San Francisco go number 2 after winning this week over Kansas City? I don't understand it. Lions are scary, man. That schedule is really easy. We need them to hiccup. You know, we need like Minnesota to beat them. Listen, it may come to, mark my words, it may come to the Detroit-Dallas game, and we may actually have to root for Dallas. I'm not kidding you. We may actually have to root for Dallas to beat Detroit to clinch home field. It may come down to that late in the season. And I think Detroit's going to beat them. It sounds like Mark Andrews is out. They were just talking about the surgeon was with him. 4133, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. Appreciate it. He goes, we need our offensive coordinator to come up with a good game plan. Move the pocket. Kansas City gets good inside pressure. I want Hurts rolling out, stressing the defensive edges, threatening to run, and throwing bombs, swollen, skinny Batman. I think that's a beautiful idea. I actually love it. I actually even talk a little bit about that in the video I just did that'll be out tomorrow. So I actually agree with you. The life is overrated. I hope it gets better. Gets better as it goes. Life is overrated. This life is overrated. Let me tell you, buddy, enjoy your life. One of the crazy things about life is it turns on a dime. When you think everything's at its worst, you just hang in there just that little more. Things can turn around so much. You just never know. Believe me, it's happened to me many, many times. 2nd and 10 for the Bengals are going to use another timeout right now, but 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Damn, they look sloppy. I had Andrews for 40 yards, receiving plus 1 touchdown. Flowers for 40 plus. Oh, man. And yeah, that Andrews injury is going to kill you. I'm from Flint, Michigan. Lions around me don't. If I was a Lion fan, there's no way I would believe. Listen, I think the Lions will lose. I think the Lions will lose eventually, but they got an easy schedule. Logan says, hey, 500, just got off work. Oh, what's up, my man? I just got off work, too. Philly, imagine that Dallas throws that Detroit game to where you get home field. Could you imagine? That would make me mad. Burrow, 2nd and 10, looks, throws, caught, Chase. Oh, Chase dropped it. Incomplete. Burrow's looking better than he was earlier in the year. Let's go, Eagles. Kansas City, better get ready. We are coming. I think so. Yeah, that's the good thing. That's the good thing. The Lions are in unfamiliar territory, but Goff has been there before. Remember that. But you are right. You got to think they're gonna mess something up. Who do they play on? Who does Detroit play on Thursday? Does anybody know who they're playing Thanksgiving? 3rd and 10. Burrow back to sacked again. Man, these defenses. I should have took the under. You're getting a Sicilian pizza tomorrow? Oh, man, I'm jealous. Yeah, Andrews got hurt, Tone. Philly, out of the rest of your opponents not named Chiefs in your schedule, are you a little worried? No. I don't worry. I think the Chiefs are the hardest game you have left. I think the second hardest game you have left is the 49er game. Then I think the Buffalo game. Then I think the Dallas and then Seattle. That would be my ranking. Because the 49ers are going to be ready to play. Oh, they play the Packers. I was hoping it was Minnesota. See, I was hoping it was Minnesota. They play the Packers. They're going to beat the Packers. It's a shame the Chargers can't stop anybody. Chargers get one stop in that game and they win. That was a loss we needed. Yeah, Detroit's going to crush Green Bay. Detroit usually plays good on Thanksgiving Day. Dallas is usually the team that can choke on Thanksgiving. Philly mother humping 500. What up, big guy? I'm doing good. You know, eh? Seahawks game is the only thing about the Seahawks is that we don't win against Seattle for some reason. Lions versus Packers. Yeah, Packers are going to get killed. I see the Eagles losing 3 straight before Dallas again. You're wishing. That's called wishful thinking. That ain't going to happen. That ain't going to happen. The Eagles, if the Eagles are going to lose any of the next 5 games, it's going to be the Kansas City game. They're going to beat Buffalo. Buffalo's not even that good. They're going to beat the Niners. They're going to beat Dallas, and then they're going to beat the Seahawks. Buffalo's on the verge of collapse. I could see Dallas on one. I think Dallas is going to lose Thanksgiving. Some people, like they said earlier, some people think they're going to lose to Carolina this week. I don't think that. Chargers are blatant disappointment. Not even Charger fans, but all my friends are they stink. They can't win a big game to save them lives. Now, I'm hearing that Belichick, if he leaves New England, he might go to the Chargers. Yeah, Dallas lost to the Raiders. Then they lost to Buffalo. And then they lost. Who did they play last year? I forget if they won or lost last year. But they always they seem to always lose on Thanksgiving. I want to watch March live of him knowing Dallas beating the Lions helps the Eagles. Wouldn't that be crazy, though? I'm just telling you. The way that the schedule goes, if the Eagles are winning out and Detroit's only 1 game out, it could come to that Dallas game. Phil, where do you rank Hurts in the top 5 quarterback list? Do you believe he is better than Allen now? And do you think Bill's making play? I have in my quarterback rankings, I would put Jalen Hurts number 2. I think Hurts is the number 2 best quarterback in the league. I would say Mahomes 1, Hurts 2, probably Burrow 3. I think Lamar maybe 4. And then I would say Allen. I think Allen's dropped. Allen turns the ball over too much. You can't turn the ball over that and say you're the top quarterback in the league. Lamar, handoff. Edwards trying to get outside, maybe about 2. I hope Buffalo loses out. McDermott gets fired, and yes. I would love to bring him back. Dak has better than numbers. Well, on what planet do you live? Jalen Hurts wins games. Dak Prescott doesn't beat anybody good. Who is Dallas exactly beat this year again? I'll wait. Have they even beaten a team with 500 record? A-Rod's not playing, so I don't even consider him. Lamar back to pass, looks, throws. Edwards going to get a couple. I will say this. I have never seen a player in the National Football League lose a game and choke and then say that he deserves to be MVP like Dak Prescott. I've never seen anything like it. System of the Knot, what's going on? At 1 week, it's like Jalen Hurts MVP. People run. Oh, no, it's got to be Dak Prescott. All the talk about A.J. Brown. Oh, no, it's got to be CeeDee Lamb. It's like whatever we do, they think they have to match us. Even Mark did a video today. I think he did a video. We got our Jordan Davis or something like that. They want to be the Eagles. 3rd and 4, Lamar, back to pass, rolling out to his right. Go, 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 go. Oh, he doesn't get out. Throws it away. Not one team over 500. That's my point. Last time I checked, Eagles secondary had Dak looking like Troy Aikman until you had 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. Then he looked like Ty Detmer. What are you talking about? Chris, David Super goes, Ken Dorsey got fired after the Broncos game. Joe Brady is taking over offensive coordinator job. You figure Brady, hopefully that won't throw us off in that Buffalo game. Hopefully it'll take them a little more time to get going. But it's something to watch and be concerned about. I don't know concerned, but keep an eye on. Undercover umbrella spies hired by Howie see the video of 2 5-gallon buckets of olive oil for the field in the Eagles game against the. I bet you they did. Always call me when I'm on here. Don't call me all day until I come on here and make a video. Baltimore's punting, by the way. 4th and 4. It's still the first quarter. Philly don't even post my chats no more unless it's stream friendly. I can't quite. No, you can say profanity. I'll post it. I may not read it out loud because of the algorithm, but I'll at least post it unless it's like totally like, crazy. Oh, shit. Lamar's going right into Lamar's injured. Going right into the tent. Hamstring. Let me see this. I swear to you, I think Mark Combs said they got their Jordan Davis today. I want to see. Did I read that right? I was driving. Oh, here you go. This is what I'm saying. This is why Cowboy fans, they want everything the Eagles have, they have. Our quarterback is MVP, they got to talk about Dak. Our receivers MVP, they got to talk about CeeDee Lamb. Now, they got to talk about getting their own Jordan Davis. Look at this. Look at this. Cowboys signed their own Jordan Davis to the practice squad. Cowboys signed their own Jordan Davis to the practice squad. Dude, come on, man. Come on. Oh, shit. Nelson Agholor's here. Ooh, I can't wait to read this after this play. 1st and 10 Bengals. The 42 throws incomplete. Nelson Agholor says, Davis goes, I'm willing to give Philadelphia another chance, but you have to get Howie to trade Devontae at first. Yeah, crazy. You better go work at the grocery store. Thank you for the super chat. Philly, I got a feeling somehow the refs are going to make the Taylor Swift fans happy. They're going to milk Taylor Swift Monday night, so get ready for on the screen. I know. I could care less. I couldn't even name one of her songs. I'm so out of touch with music today because it all sucks. Here's a handoff. Nice run, Mixon. Nice run. No, but Jordan isn't a prep. But he said, yes, we have our own Jordan Davis now. They have to have their MVP quarterback like us. They have to have the wide receiver MVP like us. They now have their own Jordan Davis like us. They want to be like the Eagles. Don't pull us Cowboy fans and Mark Holmes, but that's what you guys do. Slag in terms of Yo 500, Grant Colcutt's-Terra was a full practice of practice. Looks like we're getting Roby and Jurgens back this week. Yeah, I saw that. Here's a handoff, a reverse, a chase, an end around. Going to get a first. I couldn't do a video with the updated injury report because I was working today. But I'll have all that out tomorrow. The Amazon Prime is so boring compared to everything else. I know. Current music is insanely good. People are just too lazy to look for. Everything I hear stinks. I can't. I think it all stinks today. I think music is horrible. That's just my opinion. Really? You really want to say that? God. Here's Burrow sacked. What has Jalen Carter done? Jalen Carter's probably been the most impactful defensive tackle in the National Football League, at least up there in terms of pressures. Marco just needs to make his dream. Hey, how to do a construction? He wants to be like the Eagles. He's so happy he thinks he got his Jordan Davis. 2nd and 17 after the sack. So the Bengals are driving. They're at the 41. I need something here. Here's Burrow going to the deep. Oh, he overthrew Chase. Was open. He overthrew him. Hurts says his knee is perfect. Thing is Jalen's going to say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to say that. We're going to have to wait and see. You haven't listened to 90s music, bro? Of course I've listened to 90s music. What are you talking about? My favorite band of all time is Alice in Chains. 90s music was great. 80s music was great. 90s music was great. Early 2000s music was okay. But recently, stinks. 3rd and 17 at the 41. He's just going to try to get into field goal range. He's going to dump it down. And he does, to a tight end. Just want to get enough for a field goal. 500 has come to snuff the rooster. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. I'll tell you what. If I could sing like Lane Staley, I would never talk. Wood, Alice in Chains, badass song. My favorite Alice in Chains song. Probably Rain When I Die. Let's talk about the Eagles running. Well, I think they're going to run a lot this week. I would run the ball a lot this week. I think this should be a swift big game. Yeah, Jordan Mailata is a good singer. I didn't say there weren't good singers. I just said the music stinks. Spoon Man. If I could get all those spoons, I'm in. That's your favorite too? That's such a great song. Down in a Hole, such a great song. Alice in Chains is by far my favorite band of all time. And it's not even close. I think rap stinks today. I think regular music stinks. I think rock stinks. I think it all stinks. I can play the spoons. Let's start YouTube. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm in. Matt Weeks, what's going on? Is it supposed to rain Monday? Does that help us or does that help them? See, I think you got to shut down their running game too. I think if you could force them to be one-dimensional, I'm not super scared of their weapons. Raymond says, I think we're going to see Chiefs. That was my prediction at the beginning of the year. It was my prediction at the beginning of the year. We would play them in the Super Bowl. Phil, did you see the video? I did. I saw that last night. I did. So there's just 500. I'm at the Subway for lunch. What should I eat? Get besides disappointed? If you're at Subway for lunch, there's nothing that I can tell you to get that won't be disappointing. I haven't had. I ate Subway one time, going in the Outer Banks, North Carolina. It was the worst sandwich I've ever had. I've never eaten there again. So I couldn't even tell you what's on the menu. Soundgarden's awesome. Yeah. Man in a Box, awesome. Love that song. Let's be honest. What has Jalen Carter done? He's equivalent to Jonathan. You keep saying that. It ain't true. Yeah, I like Aerosmith stuff. Too many great singers passed away. I think it was because the bad music. When you don't have talent like Michael Jackson, Prince, there are so many other things. You know what I think? Screwed up music. It's it's the lack of imagination, and it comes because of the woke society. It comes because of all the political correctness and stuff. When you tell people what they can't say or do or think, then what you do is you often stifle creativity. And I think they have really killed creativity in this country because of all the political correct bullcrap. That's it. I'm not going to get into politics anymore than that. But that's why I think it's all going to hell. That's why movies stink too. That's why they got to remake everything. Can't invent anything new. I could think of a new movie. But to me, it's killed it all. 4th and 11, they're kicking a field goal. 53-yarder. And it is. He missed it. He missed it. Oh my gosh. I should have took the whatchamacallit. Is Jason Aldean, is that country? I don't listen to country. What's up, Five? What's going on? Captain Tripp says, give us back AJ Brown. Never. Yeah, I like some I either like Sublime stuff or I hate their stuff. It depends on the song. Love thrash like Slayer and Megadeth. I like some Megadeth. I'm correct. For once, I'm correct. Yes. My midseason MVP for offense and defense for the Eagles. Well, my midseason MVP on offense is AJ Brown. I think AJ Brown won I think he's the MVP of the league right now. I don't know if that'll stay because he's a receiver. On defense, I'm going to go Jordan Davis. I just did a video on Jordan Davis. I think he's the most underrated player in the NFL. So I guess we're going to see Penny after the bye. I believe he was insurance policy. I hope you're right, because I think right now you need to start mixing him in with Swift. Here's a run, nothing there. Bengals got the ball. Ravens got the ball, by the way, up 7-3, 14:48 left in the second. I got to change the thing. I should have took the under. I do not miss the Umbrella Man. Yeah, Eagles Rock Band was definitely awesome. I do not miss the Umbrella Man. 2nd and 9. Lamar throws incomplete. They want a flag, no call. Oh, wow, a late flag. That flag was thrown 5 seconds after. That's a bad call. I don't think you should be throwing the flag that late. 41-33 David Super Chat goes, Howie will trade back AJ for two firsts in 8 years. Yeah, in 8 years. There are still a lot of unique artists that just aren't mainstream anymore. Unfortunately, they can't reach the greater audience. I could definitely see that being a problem. I could definitely see that being an issue. Everything's so corporate and everything's so hard to break through now. Not that it wasn't back then. Do I think our defense is better than a Super Bowl? No, I think our defensive line is better. I don't know that our secondary is better at this point. First and 10, Lamar going deep. He's got a man open. Nice play. Knocked away at the last second. Great defensive play. Jerry says, why did the Cowboys only beat teams under 500? That's because they stink. Phil, did you see Miami? San Francisco surpassed Miami? No, I didn't know that. Chiefs, Bills, and Niners see the next 3 more losses. I don't see it. If that happens, Snug, if the Eagles lost 3 in a row, that means Dallas is definitely going to lose to us. You realize that, right? I'm down OPP. You know me. I love Ryan Reynolds with Deadpool. He brings back some of the best music. Yeah, those do bring back good music. But it's always bringing back old music. You never notice? It's always old music in movies, right? In the soundtrack. It's always old music. Or it's always like there's always an old redo of a movie or it's comics. There's never anything. It's so hard to get anything new that's like brand new. Phil, you see the movie Heavy Metal? It's a carbon. No, I did not. Umbrella Man, David Super Chat. He goes, "You don't miss me. I don't miss you. Not even a little bit. I'm sorry." 3rd and 8. Jackson rolls out, looks, Chase throws it away. 4th down. Nickelback had some good stuff. Yeah, they said the surgeon went back there with him. Donnie, I watched that thing when it first happened. When that was breaking on his website, I was watching it. Martin Scorsese always has the best music. His film Stones Cream. Yeah, he does. I that was when I woke up in 2001. Nathaniel says, "So what are your thoughts on the new Marvel movie or even Loki or Disney?" I thought Loki stinks. I thought the first season of Loki stunk. I haven't watched the new Marvel, so I have no interest in watching it. The only series I liked, the Marvel series I liked was I thought the WandaVision was pretty good. Did you know music companies get 9% of the artist slate, like 10? They don't give music. No, I'm sure. Philly, who did we get mad at for our schedule this year? Don't get mad at anybody. It's going to work out perfectly for us. Yes, pressure. You're right, Big D. Pressure. That's how you stop an offense. It's all about pressure, which is why I don't know why we don't blitz more. What I saw some interesting that the Chiefs don't blitz a lot. That really surprised me with Spagnuolo. When are you gonna make a video on? You know how many? I've made a bunch of them. I made a bunch of them. Loki is incredible. I didn't like the first series, the first season. I was just like, I don't know what the hell's going on. It was weird for me. 2nd and 4. Burrow back to pass, looking. Now he's getting rushed, throws incomplete. These guys can't move the ball. Shaquille's a stick to football. Loki's a masterpiece. Which one? The second season or the first? Because if you're talking about the first season, I didn't like it. Second season I haven't watched. Big time. I have not watched the second season of Loki. So I can't tell you. The first season I hated it. She-Hulk was the worst Marvel movie ever. 3rd and 4. At the 26. Burrow throws wide open, caught at the 45. Second season of Loki was amazing. To me, Loki is my favorite Disney Plus series, and my second one is Wanda. My daughter loves the Loki series, but I didn't like the first season. If the second season's good, I'll watch it. I'll watch it during Thanksgiving break. Who would you give up for AJ Brown or Jalen Davis or Jalen Carter if you were forced? I don't want to give any of them up. I don't want to give any of them up. If I had to give somebody up, it would be Jordan Davis. But I don't want to give any of them up. 1st and 10. Hand off to Mixon, goes for a couple. I like some. She named the cat Loki. That's funny. Burrow looks, throws, caught, 1st down up at the 40. Matt, we said Philly, She-Hulk and Secret Invasion are some of the worst things Marvel's produced. Yeah, I didn't watch Secret Invasion. And She-Hulk, I was laughing. I was like, what is this? We're not losing a game at home this year? I wouldn't be surprised. Wheel of Time, I never heard of that. First and 10 at the 40. Burrow. Hands off. Mixon. They're running the ball well on Baltimore. Down to the 33. Legacies are Secret Wars, but they will make the run 2026. They're going to bring out X-Men. I heard they were going to bring out X-Men. Interesting. You think MCU is shambles? In your opinion, what is your favorite movie show post Endgame? My favorite Marvel? I don't think it's in shambles, but I think it's definitely been hurting. My favorite post-Marvel movie, probably the Spider-Man. The Spider-Man was really good, I thought. Second and 4. At the 32. They didn't get it off. I have not seen The Boys yet, or I haven't seen it. No. Yeah, I might go if you guys say Loki season 2 is good, I might check it out. I didn't like season 1 though. Are you ready for Gladiator 2? Is that real? I didn't even hear of it. I've not watched The Creator. I just saw a trailer for it. Boys is meh. Shang-Chi was really good. I want to watch Mayor of Kingston. Because I watched Tulsa King. I like that. I want to watch Mayor of Kingstown. I heard that was good. There's I pass a Boyd, going to gain about 3. Wheel of Time is amazing. I never heard of it. Jason, thank you. Going to start Lawman Bass. I've never heard of it. The Boys funny ass gory superhero show has a lot of fuck. I have to check it out then. Sounds like up my alley. Mayor of Kingstown's excellent. That's what I heard. The Boys suck. I haven't watched it. 3rd and 4, 8:40 left, second quarter. We're watching football and talking Marvel movies tonight. Never know where it's going to go. Burrow, back to pass. Looks, throws. Caught at the 20. Let me tell you about DC. I am so pissed off that they put out that Snyderverse and they redid that movie and they put that ending out that they put out. And it was like, okay, this is just getting good. And then they're never going to make it again. Like, dude, I want to see the rest of that. I was just getting into it. Do I want every day? Every day, Donnie, every day. That's what I want. Listen to when I'm work. That and Eagle stuff. Mixon. Going to get to the 10 to the 9. I haven't seen it yet. My kids like that a lot. Don't sleep on it. All right, well, I'll check it out. Next week, my kids are home all week. I got some days off. I might pick something to watch. What's up, Johnny? Be good. How are you? If you didn't like season 1 Loki, you will not like season 2. I didn't like season 1 Loki. Maybe I didn't understand it, but he's talking to some stupid Loki Gator thing. I was like, this is getting dumb for me. Snyder Justice was better than it was. And the way it was, the end was like I wanted to see that. And now I'll never get to see it. And it pisses me off. Second and Mark Holm. Second and inches. There's a first down. And it's going to be first and goal. Gentlemen of culture, would you give up Dallas Goedert for a 3rd-round pick? No. For a 3rd-round pick? Nah. Mayor of Kingstown, trust me, that's it. That's what everybody said. My dad told me that was really good. Jerry Jones is now 7,002 years old. Happy birthday. It's actually his birthday tonight. Philly, my uncle worked on the Concussion movie. Oh, okay. Was that with Will Smith, right? I don't think, you know what? I don't know if I've seen that. I heard it was good. I feel like I'm getting a million heart attacks Monday that's why I'm going to the doctors tomorrow. He's the mother humper. He's back. Well, I'm glad you're back, buddy. Dallas Goedert is getting injured more and more, getting older. We should draft another. I think you should draft another tight end. I agree with that. I've not watched the Ozarks. I think I saw the first episode. First and 10. At the 13. Burrow throws, caught Mixon at the 4. You have to watch every other Marvel. See, there's some things on Marvel I don't watch. That's how old Jerry is. Yes, I'm gonna watch Mayor of Kingstown because Tulsa King. Yeah, I like Tulsa Kings, Mr. National. I mean, I don't know how realistic some of it was, but it was good. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna watch Mayor of Kingstown too. I might start that tonight or tomorrow. Well, no, tomorrow after when it's Friday. Burrow looks, throws, caught, Mixon, touchdown. I needed that. I needed that big time. What do you need to watch right there before anything else? I'm gonna watch it. I might start it Friday night. What do your kids think of Lost Boys? Oh, they loved it. Yeah, they loved it. They loved it. They loved it. They were like, I can't believe this was so good. They're like, we didn't think that, because they see like the 80s stuff and they think, and then they watch 80s stuff and then they love it every time. I had them watch Red Dawn the week before, the original. McPherson kick is up and good. I needed that. I needed that for my bet. This is a good game. Burrow's holding his hand. Burrow looked like he might have hurt his throwing hand. Ozark is a good Banshee. Is also good. No one's seen it. I haven't seen it. Yeah. Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul are class. Breaking Bad to me is the greatest. Is the greatest series I've ever watched. I think Breaking Bad's the best series. I would go Breaking Bad 1, Sopranos 2, Wire 3, 4 Better. I might. I'd probably go 3 Wire, 4 Better Call Saul. Flatliners. Oh yeah, Flatliners is good. Philly, do you like Bad Santa? It's my favorite. Oh, Bad Santa is awesome. I love Bad Santa. I can't let my kids watch that now, but Bad Santa is great. Yeah, that's the Christmas show I put on when everybody's asleep, when the kids go to bed. Rico, what's going on? Pinky up for luck, drinking 100 proof cup. You know it. I agree. Always chilling. Absolutely. I've never watched Oz. Oz came out before Sopranos, right? Is that the prison one? I never watched that. Porkies. Wire's great. True Detective season 1 is really good. I didn't care for the other one. Stranger Things is awesome. I like Stranger Things. I do look like Jason Bourne. Like if Denzel was in there, I would. Yeah. First Karate Kid's good. Yeah. He's pounding down. It's hilarious. You can't stand Walter White. See, I can't stand Jesse. Jesse gets him. I want to smack him. But Walter, I love Walter. You couldn't get past the acting in Breaking Bad. The guy who played Jesse was awful. He won an Emmy for that. I think he won an award for that. He's pretty good. Are you talking about how many seasons did you watch? Because it gets better. The thing is Bryan Cranston acting is ridiculous in that. Any movie recommendation? It depends what you've seen and you haven't. Love the show, hate the guy. Well, I get that. There's plenty of shows I feel the same way about. Several characters were in Oz. From Sopranos, you mean? See, Sopranos would be up there. The problem with Sopranos, in my opinion, is the ending. I hate the ending. I know what it's supposed to mean, but I hate it. I just don't like it. Breaking Bad, I love the ending. And to me, that's why I put Breaking Bad over Sopranos. There's a handoff for end around to Flowers, goes for 7. 5:44 left second quarter, though. Umbrella Man, every super chat goes, you like Bob's Burgers? I've never eaten there. I'm pulling for Cincinnati because I bet them, Peter. How about you? Bryan Cranston was in your honor. You would like that a lot. Good show. Oh, I think I've seen that. Oh, no, I haven't. That's the judge, right? Yeah, Joey keeps telling me to see that. Yeah, I hate the Soprano ending. I know what it's supposed to mean, but second 3, here's just quick wide receiver screen to Flowers, breaks into 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, flag down, shit. They're going to call this back on a hold. They're going to bring this 68-yard touchdown back on a hold. On a hold, wow. You never eaten Bob's? Well, what's Bob's Burgers? I've never eaten them. Bob's Burgers, a TV show. Okay, I'm sorry. I guess I never watched it then. I never watched it. I'm sorry. Flowers is a real deal. Gus Fring. Oh, Gus Fring is awesome. Also bad guy. He's freaky. Kingpin is that the old bowling movie, right? With the guy with the one arm? If that's what you're talking about, it's hilarious. I have to see The Judge too. That's a bad call. Wow. So Burrow's throwing on the sideline, and he tried, he couldn't, and he just started screaming. Now he's going to sideline. Burrow's out. My favorite actor? Man, I don't know. I got to think about that. I have to think about that. Maybe Tony Sirico. Burrow's going to the locker room. He tried to throw on the sideline. The cameras picked it up, and he was like, fuck. And then he just ran in the locker room. He can't throw. I haven't seen Righteous Gemstones. What is it? Oh, that's an HBO show, right? No, I haven't watched it. He's done. Yeah, it's going to kill my bet. Mark Wahlberg. You'll feel Mark Holmes and the Cowboys are scared of the Panthers. I hope they lose. That'll be hilarious. He tries to throw it, and he is pissed. And I think it was Clowney that hit him. Bye-bye, Burrow. Best cartoon. The best cartoon is the Challenge of the Super Friends. That's my favorite. Jesse was a great actor. I love Sopranos. Currently rewatching. I need to go back and watch The Sopranos. I tried to watch Peaky Blinders. I only got through one episode. So you see as good as it gets with yes, great movie. Dallas, so when you keep dreaming, House Dawson. Yeah, I got to check Your Honor out. I think the best cartoon, honestly, is probably Beavis and Butthead. I'm not lying. I've never watched South Park. I've never watched Family Guy. I've never watched SpongeBob. I've never watched what was the other one on there? I never watched Simpsons. I've never watched the full Simpsons episode. Goodfellas is superb. I love the Super Friends too. Yeah, we got to stay healthy. Is key. Do I watch? I've never watched Veggie Tales. Beavis and Butthead I used to watch. Robert De Niro, Al Pacino. It seems like De Niro's kind of become like a prick in his old age, but I'd still go De Niro probably. 500. What's up? Took my wrench. I had to sit a couple months ago and I reset the whole thing a couple times. It wasn't anybody specific. I just reset it because people are getting timed out. You'll get it back. You just got to tell me like you did. Let me find you. I reset it every year. Where the hell are you? Where the hell are you, Bubba? I can't even find you. You have to type something else out. Type something else so I can find you. I can't find you. Philly D, Denver Super Chat. He goes, there was like 15 characters in the Wire series. Started off in Oz. Oh, okay. Every hit on Oz, you knew they would appear in the Wire. Oh, very cool. Oh, so they get killed and then go right to the Wire. Interesting. Yeah, I never watched Oz. There you are, Bubba. I've not seen Boondocks. Your Honor is so freaking good. I need to watch it. I'm gonna watch that and was it the other show? I forget the name of it. The one on Paramount. Eagles are gonna beat the Chiefs. That's the plan. Lamar on 3rd and 5 at the 29 throws caught first down. As Beckham up to the 40. Ren and Stimpy. I never watched it. You got good taste. Thanks. What do you think about the current day WWE? I think it's finally decent. Haven't watched WWE since it was WWF. After the Attitude Era, like around 2002, 2003, somewhere around there, I stopped watching. I haven't watched since. What's going on in it that's so good now? Lamar back to pass looks all day to throw. My gosh. Now he's going to take off. Second, nice play defensively, and he gets sacked. Heavy Metal, the movie, and Ninja Scrolls are Ted. I haven't seen those. Hurts ain't wearing that brace no more. No, he's not. So how crazy how many fans of other current teams are going to be. All the 49er fans, all the Cowboy fans, all the Detroit Lion fans. Then you're going to have all the AFC fans that want to catch. You're going to have a lot. The ratings are going to be huge. Second and 12. Lamar throws. Caught over the middle. Down to about the 40-37. Wrestling garbage after. Yeah, I haven't watched in a long time. After Rock left WWE became trash. Yeah, right when Cena, right before Cena came, I stopped watching. Eddie Davis Super Chat, he goes, Narcos is way better than Breaking Bad. I like Narcos. I like Breaking Bad better, but Narcos is good. 3rd and 6. Lamar back to pass, looks, throws. Caught! Wow, another flag. Touchdown! Agholor! He caught that? Get the hell out of here. Agholor can't catch that ball. No way Agholor caught that. I don't believe that. Damn, Agholor made a catch. Stinkalor. Well, there's a flag. Illegal use of hands. Defense declined. Touchdown, Baltimore. No way, no, that's Nelson Agholor. There's no way he could pick that. He could catch that because Lamar threw that ball hard. There's no way he could come up with it. They don't even believe it on the sideline. They're all congratulating him because they can't believe he did it. Ichabod got tipped. He only caught that because the ball got tipped. I can't believe he caught that. Oh, that got tipped. Oh, the ball got tipped. No, Agholor got lucky. I knew he couldn't catch that ball. I knew there's no way Agholor could catch that ball, throw full strength like that. Because that was a bullet. But it got deflected up and slowly rolled up, and he just touched it. He can't catch that otherwise. I knew it. I knew that could not happen. All I'm saying is that there's no way Agholor, if Lamar Jackson throws a bullet like that, there's no way he's catching it. It got deflected and bounced and went straight up, slowly rolling into Agholor's hands. He did a flip and went out of bounds. He stinks. What I expect is him to flip and then the ball to shoot out right into a Bengal. That's what I expect. Hey, I like the Ravens. They're one of my squads. If Agholor could show up for Lamar, then great. He helped win us the bowl. Even still was, yeah. No, listen. If Aguilar's playing good, he could definitely help. Landed right in Aguilar's hands. I'm telling you, Nelson Agholor has made some big catches for Baltimore this year. I remember him dropping some. Give me Flowers 5. Oh yeah, I take Flowers. All right. Burrow is out. Nice throw. Who's the quarterback? Who's this kid? Jake Browning, first season. Jake Browning comes and throws. Dude, Agholor could never do it. Seriously, Happy Burrow is gone just like over a Watson. Your Happy Burrow's out? Nelson Stinkalore. I don't want you back, Nelson. I don't want you back. You got lucky on that one. Oh, no. That's the thing with Lamar, in my opinion, Trexler. He's got to show he can win in the playoffs. Agholor was good in 2017. I agree, but never before and never after. Agholor's in Philly dropping babies. I have a theory on Agholor. Agholor is simple. Agholor is all mental. If he early in the season, if he does something like drop a ball, he's done the whole year. If he has like a good play, then he gets confidence. If you remember week 1, 2017, he catches that scramble by Carson, scores a touchdown, great year. The following year in Atlanta, week 2, goes right through his hands in Monday Night Football. What does he do? He stinks the rest of the year. Next week versus Detroit, he air fumbles. He stinks. The only reason it's just Nelson caught it because it was tipped and never saw he was so bad at tracking the ball. Yeah, the ball got tipped and went like real slow. And all he had to do is go like this, like a little feather falls right in your hand. I knew he couldn't catch that bullet. I knew it. Y'all ain't wrong. Agholor is better than Quez this year. Well, Quez has got to be on the field, though. The reason the Eagles aren't undefeated is why? I don't know, man. I can't. I can't do it with Nelson Agholor. Nelson Agholor has put 10 years on my life. He's a Super Bowl champ. I don't care. I don't care. Derek Barnett's a Super Bowl champ. You got to call it like you see it, you know? I appreciate what he did in 2017. But, man, he didn't do anything before or after. He had a great Super Bowl, no doubt. And that's why I don't trash him more. Philly Fiber, remember when that guy on the news trashed Agholor? Yeah, he said they were dropping them. They were catching the babies unlike Agholor. Yeah, that was awesome. I love that guy. Sadly, you should have drafted Jefferson. Would have 3 Super Bowl. Yeah, well, that's a mistake. I have no problem with anybody respecting Agholor for what he did in 2017. That said, you know, that's not a lifetime free pass, in my opinion. You still got it. You're still a first-round pick. You got to play like one. You know, people do the same thing with Derek Barnett. Yeah, he recovered a fumble in the Super Bowl. Great. Thank you. Appreciate it. But you got to do you still got to go out and play. When you cross the line with 500, you're out. That's it. That's it. That Atlanta game infuriates me. It infuriates me to this day. That drop just infuriates me so much. Yeah, I remember the air fumble versus Detroit. No, he didn't force the Eagle. I don't hold it against Agholor. But I still, once you're drafted as a first rounder, I expect you to perform as a first rounder. 1st and 10. Browning throws incomplete. Will you bring back Jason Peters if you could, or even help? No, I wouldn't bring Jason Peters back. No. Derek Barnett never did anything good, though. I don't take no talent to recover fumble. His rookie year, wasn't it him in the game versus the Raiders that caused the fumble to clinch? Like his rookie year, he was pretty good his rookie year. He looked like he had talent, but he just never developed after that. Agholor had a great 2017, and then he stunk the next 2 years, or at least the next year. Here's Browning, throws, screen and Mixon. Oh, breaks tackles. Nice play by Mixon. It's going to be 3rd and short. The Atlanta game, Detroit game, New England game has so many bad games. So many bad games. You have to outplay the players drafted behind you and never live up to being drafted ahead of Jefferson. Well, Agholor wasn't the same draft as Jefferson. So that's Rager. We only have 96 likes. Are you kidding me? Shit. No, I got 232 likes. We need at least 400. 3rd and 3 Browning. Looking, throws. What a throw. Nice catch. Who is this Browning kid? Could you imagine this kid comes in and beats them? So the game's over. I don't know, man. Let's see. That's a nice throw. Shit. Did you see Baby Arms in Denver? Jeez, Baby Arms, another one. Joe Burrow's cousin. He looks like Joe Burrow's cousin. Yeah, he threw that. That's a great pass. Great pass, great catch. Guy caught the ball, my God. What is the crowd talking about? He caught that. Browning's better than Dak. Agholor's 10 times better than Rager. Nelson actually had Nelson won a Super Bowl, was a big part in the Super Bowl game that helped us win. You can't take it away from Nelson, no. He dropped? Where did he drop it? Go Bird says you all wanted Russ instead of Hurts. If you're going to hold that on people, then you have to hold that against the Howie Roseman, because the Eagles literally tried to trade for the guy. They actually made an offer. You realize that, right? They actually made an offer. Russell Wilson didn't want to go to Philly. Otherwise, we would never know what we had. Philly, over 80% of the Dallas Cowboys roster have never seen the Cowboys go to an NFC championship. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? Neither of these teams scare me either. It was a great pass, but he didn't catch. He bobbled it on the roll. I have to see it again. I thought he caught it, but I didn't watch him follow through the second roll. Nelly was my boy. Sorry, he fell off and had to go for real. I have issues with Chip Kelly. Chip Dip Kelly. Taking Jordan Matthews and Agholor. Like, why do you let Macklin go? Why do you let Deshaun Jackson go? Those guys should never have gone. I swear, if you didn't get Chip Dip Kelly and you would have kept, imagine if you would have kept Deshaun, Macklin, McCoy, and Foles together for 4 or 5 years. I think they win the Super Bowl. He didn't catch it. How about that? They said it wasn't a catch. Bubba was right. No catch. That was the same catch. Well, you know what? They always give it to the Cowboys. Yeah, you were right. You're right, Bubba. Alshon's gone. I mean, Alshon basically retired. Always killing. Said trade shade for Kiko Alonso. I'll never. Dude, I was so mad. I was driving home from work when that got announced. I didn't have a YouTube channel. I would have had a major tirade. Since I've been on YouTube, we haven't really had to deal with shit like that. 4th and 3, Bengals are going for it at the 48. How about this? See, I wouldn't go for this. I would punt this. I wouldn't go for this. Keep it a 1-score game. 4th and 3. He's not going to do it. He's not going to go. They're not snapping. They're trying to draw him offside. What a waste of time. Here's the question: if we did draft Justin Jefferson, we have drafted Devontae Smith or traded for AJ Brown, and will Carson still be on the team? There's crazy thing. I think Carson was gone. I think when Jalen Hurts got drafted, Carson was gone regardless. I think Justin Jefferson, if you get Justin Jefferson, I think you would have Justin Jefferson and AJ Brown right now. Probably. I think you don't draft Devontae Smith. You might draft Micah Parsons. It is crazy to think about. Who do you think underrated Eagle player? I think it's Jordan Howard. Who do you think is the most underrated Eagles player of all time? Byron Evans. Byron Evans or Clyde Simmons would be my of all time. My current most underrated player is Jordan Davis. I think Jordan Davis does not get the respect he deserves. Sirianni would really went for it. He would have. If Burrow's in, they might go for it. You wanted Parsons so bad. I love Devontae Smith. I mean, listen, everybody said it. We all knew he was the best defensive player in the draft. Clyde Simmons doesn't get the recognition he deserves because of who he played around. You're kind of so much better when Eagles are bad. Admit it. Really, you just like to see me angry. I don't know. I feel like the last year put up like 2 or 3 years on my life. Here's Jackson back to pass. It is weird to think though that sometimes when you're bad, you get more views than when you're good. It's true. I took Cincinnati tonight. I liked Ricky Waters. I would say Charlie Garner before I would say Ricky Waters. People would like to see people meritocratic. It's funny because if we're like losing in a stream, you watch my stream, it just pours in. They pour in. because they want to see me mad. 2nd and 10. Lamar back to pass, looking, flushed out, rolling, throws it incomplete. Angry Flea 500. I still watch the multi. Oh, God. Yeah, Clyde Simmons was very underrated. Clyde Simmons, to me, is a Hall of Famer. But because they had Reggie and Jerome, and people say, oh, he's only getting those big numbers because of those guys. But once those guys weren't there, he still got big numbers. Do you believe that athlete kids have a free ticket to professional sports, no matter how good they are? I'm sure. Lamar back to pass, throws, overthrows, almost picked off. And then there's a late flag. They're going to say Agholor got held. I saw, no. Pass interference. Yeah, Josh Sweat doesn't get enough credit too. I think you're right. I do. But I think Jordan Davis is like, like I just can't believe people don't talk about Jordan Davis more. Oh yeah, Eric Allen's a shoe-in Hall of Fame. If Eric Allen was a Cowboy, he would have been in the Hall of Fame in first year eligible. No doubt about it. 1st and 10 at the 33. Lamar back to pass. Looks, throws, caught Beckham up at the 48. Would I rather have prime Julio or Gronkowski? Give me prime Julio. I'm a huge Julio Jones fan. I'm a giant Julio fan. Yeah, Eric Allen not a Hall of Fame. It is a disgrace. It really is. I think he's maybe the most complete corner I've ever seen. A guy can cover. Guy could play the run. The guy could tackle. The guy could blitz. The guy got a ton of turnovers. Best interception for a touchdown I've ever seen. Oh, I would rather have prime Zach Ertz. Hot take, Brady made Gronk good. I mean, Gronk is good, but Brady, Brady's Brady. Dan Hampton made this Hall of Fame. Simmons definitely deserves to be. I agree. Simmons should be. He's not even ever like a finalist. When is eggnog? Next week. Starting on Thanksgiving. Is Eric Allen Randall Cobb? He does Cobb does kind of look like him. They got the same eyes. What was my reaction? I said, there's no way Agholor caught that bullet from Lamar Jackson. I was like, there's no way. And then they showed the replay, and it was deflected up, and it was nice, easy to catch. I said, well, that figures. I think Julio Jones can still play. And I think Julio Jones is going to come in and play a bigger role with Goddard down. Yeah, it is a shame. Buddy's defense has passed away. It really is. Just never got the credit they deserved. Best defense I've ever seen was that Eagles team. They just never got the credit. Bobby Taylor was very underrated. Yep, I used to call him James Trash. I was not a fan. I was living in Maryland at the time. James Thrash went to the Eagles from Washington. I already knew he stunk. So when the Eagles got him, I was not happy with that pick. Love you, Philly, and I like the Birds, but Julio's washed up, bro. He doesn't need to be. I don't need him to be primetime Julio. I just need him to be 70%. If he could give me 70% of what he was for the role he plays, it'll be fine. Oh, God, Hank Basket. What a stinker. Lamar throws. No, back to pass runs. Dumps it off. Caught. Flag. Yeah, I remember Hank Basket. It just, like, a lot of the receivers I just never like. Like, when people liked James Trash and Todd Stinkston, I hated all those receivers. Like, not personal, but, like, I just didn't think they were that good. Freddie Mitchell stunk. I was so mad when they drafted Freddie Mitchell. It's like, I mean, you go look at some of the receivers that were on the board when Freddie Mitchell got drafted. I don't like a lot of the receivers we've had between Owens and after, and then between Calvin Williams and Fred Barnett and Owens, Irvin Fryer and Owens. First and 20 with 54 seconds. It's got to be the longest half in history. At the 38, Lamar looks, throws deep. Incomplete. Another flag. They're going to call pass interference again. They drafted Bobby Taylor specifically to shut down Michael Irvin, and he did. Yeah, I know. I was not happy with Ryan Matthews either. I put whipped cream on my eggnog, yeah. Never heard of them. They were ass. Yeah. Andy was horrible at drafting wide receivers. He was until Deshaun Jackson and Macklin. Then he figured it out. Then he figured it out in Kansas City. I like Devont, yeah. What I think about this game, I think that it's a shame Burrow goes out because this game is good. It's a pretty good game, but Burrow out is big. I don't know if Burrow's coming back. Beckham, nice move down the sideline. They're going to score a touchdown. It's big. 41 seconds left, and Baltimore's knocking on the door. Oh, I loved Chris Carter. Listen, I loved Chris Carter when he was still with the Eagles. When he was all he does is catch touchdowns. Chris Carter, one-handed catches on Thanksgiving in Dallas to beat him 27-0. Yeah, I loved Chris Carter. I was upset when they got rid of him, but I'm glad that Chris Carter turned his life around. First and 10. Lamar rolls out, looks, going to go out of bounds. Thing with Chris Carter, when you heard everything that happened with Chris Carter, you understood why the Eagles did it. I couldn't be mad at the Eagles. But at the time, yeah, I loved him. Chris T. Jones had one great game, and it was like, oh, he's going to be, he's the second coming of, I don't know who, but we thought he was going to be great. LJ Fort stunk. William Thomas, very underrated. Trey Thomas was good. I'll save the score for the Chiefs-Eagles in my prediction video tomorrow. 2nd and 8. 34 seconds left. Lamar back to pass. Looking. Throws to the end zone. Don't throw to Agholor. He can't catch it twice. I think the best Eagles receiving core franchise history. I agree. This is best, especially when you had Dallas. Oh, I agree. Because I think you have two legitimate number one receivers in Devontae and A.J. Brown. You have two. I remember Bobby Hoying. My dad said, mark my words. And if he's listening, he's going to laugh. Bobby Hoying will be a Hall of Famer. That kid's going to be good. Chris Carter, Randy Moss, one of the best receiver combos ever. Yeah, that was a scary Minnesota team, man. Lamar on 3rd and 8. Rolling, looks, throws to the end zone, caught. Touchdown. Wow. Bateman touchdown. Trey Thomas was my flag football coach. He gave us a quarterback risk playbook to call plays. He literally was calling audibles. Really? Trey Thomas was really good. Really good tackle. Cowboys have another bye week, I know, but it gets hard for them after this, I think. This game is not, it depends. If Burrow comes back, then Cincinnati will come back. But I'm glad I took the over, I'll tell you that. Yeah, if there's no Burrow, the game's over. If Burrow comes back, we'll see. Because Burrow was walking onto the field, and then they made him turn around and go back to the locker room. So my guess is they told him to just stay in until half. Probably going to give him some pain management. Excuse me. I started working at 5 this morning. And thank you guys for being here. If you're new, hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. Appreciate it. We got 530 people for AFC Thursday night game. I'll take it any day of the week. But let's get over 400 likes though. Let's help this algorithm out and hope that Burrow comes back. Because this game is totally different if Burrow's not playing than if he is. Let me see something here. Has that bad head? World's hurting. How so? Yeah, it's a shame. Like, how do you stop the Ravens? It's tough. They're tough. We are at halftime now. This whole game is going to bank on Burrow. Is Burrow coming back? Burrow don't come back, this game's over. It's a shame Burrow went out this game because it was kind of getting good. When I look at the Chiefs wide receiver, I think there should be no reason we don't play up and make contact within the first. Well, I mean, they should be doing that every game, with some of these receivers, but we've played a lot more. We've played a lot more talented receivers. Marino didn't win. He's a Hall of Fame. I think you can tell the story of the NFL without his players. Without his player is how Hall of Fame is. Who? What are we talking about here? I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'll have my preview prediction video out tomorrow, though. I'll save it for that. Lamar keeps playing. He's easily the MVP. Yeah, I agree. I think that the winner of the Chiefs-Eagles game is probably going to be the front runner for the MVP, and I think Lamar is right behind him. Right now, my midseason MVP is A.J. Brown, though. Eagles versus Ravens would be scary Super Bowl. It would be awesome Super Bowl. Just think of all the great left tackles we've had the last 3 days. Trey Thomas, Jason Peters, and now we have Jordan Mailata. That's some we've done a really good job with our tackles. Talking about Cunningham. Cunningham is a Hall of Famer. Here's why Cunningham is in the Hall of Fame. Because there's two things that you have to get in the Hall of Fame. You have to have the stats and the numbers, or you have to do something that changes the position. And I think if you look at Randall changed the quarterback position. So for that alone, he should make the Hall of Fame. Just because he changed how people saw quarterbacks and looked at quarterbacks. And to me, that's why he's got to be in the Hall of Fame. I agree. That's what I was saying. Yeah, that's what I think. I mean, that's my opinion. Those are what they look for requirement-wise. One of the reasons Dawkins got in so early, because a lot of people were surprised that he got in the first ballot. I knew he would, because Dawkins changed how they looked and viewed safeties. A lot of times back in the day, they used safeties where you had your strong safety, you had your free safety. Dawkins was really interchangeable. And after that, you saw Ed Reed, you saw Troy Polamalu, you saw a lot of safeties come and really be used the way they use Dawkins. The Eagles built their defense around Dawkins. So, I think changing the game in some sort of way gets you in the Hall of Fame. That's why Cunningham deserves to be in there. So who do you think is better than McNabb? I think Cunningham was better than McNabb. I think McNabb has the numbers. McNabb had the better coach. McNabb had the better teams around him, and McNabb was good. But from a pure talent standpoint, I would take Randall Cunningham over him. Matter of fact, I think if Randall played in today's football, I think he'd be the best quarterback in the league, just from a talent perspective. Vic, better stats as an Eagle than... Yeah, he had better stats as an Eagle. McNabb underachieved. He did? Yeah, I agree, Philly. 1 week from today, we could be a half game back of you guys. Then we have a week and a hell of a rest before going to Philly. You could, but the problem is you got to go to Philly. See, if you don't beat us, it's pretty much over. That would give you 4 losses. I don't think the Eagles will get 4 losses this year. They might get 4 losses at most. So that matchup is going to be critical for the Niners. If they don't beat the Eagles in Philly, it's over. Nathaniel Davis Super Chat goes, Chiefs have been outscored in the second half of all games this season, except for against the Chargers and Vikings. Even the Bears outscored them in Kansas City. Good. I want to win. Give Burrow a shot of Toradol and send his ass back out there. I'm saying whatever they gave Mahomes during the Super Bowl, give it to him. Yes, Randall. Cunningham is my cousin and my favorite Eagle, but now I gotta be Hurts than Smith. I love Hurts. Randall's my second favorite player of all time. Randall's my favorite quarterback of all time. So it's hard for me to go, you know. Yeah, Cunningham had Kotite. Joseph did member for 14 months. Thank you so much, man, for your support. What's up, Phil? 500 flag was fly. Flag was fly is right. Thank you, man. We love Buddy Ryan, even though he didn't give a damn about the offense. He was definitely oh yeah. I mean, I love Buddy Ryan, but Buddy Ryan, if you get Cunningham and you give him Andy Reid, Cunningham's winning you 3 Super Bowls. You saw what he did in Minnesota when he got a decent offensive coordinator and some talent. Oh, Dawkins would be great tonight. Nick, you have to say Nick has got to be the most clutch, right? As of right now, because he won a Super Bowl. I said Andy to Coach Cunningham, and it's special. Absolutely. Yeah. Big Lebowski, man, thank you so much for the Super Chat. Goes, what's up, Philly? How's everything going? Everything is going great. Everything's great. How are you? Thank you for Super Chat. Need the Lions to lose some games, some crappy teams. I know. The Lions are the ones that worry me. I got a weird feeling that the Lions-Cowboys game, as Eagle fans, we're actually going to have to root for Dallas to win that game to clinch home field. I really got a feeling Dallas is going to clinch home field for us. Joseph says, my favorite player is Jerome Brown, but my favorite quarterback is Randall. I love Jerome Brown too. Cunningham would have been a dynasty. I remember the McNabb scramble against Dallas. Yeah. I'm ready for Thanksgiving. I am. One more day of work. I got doctor's appointments tomorrow. I got a bunch of crap going on. But I'm ready. After that, I got off next week. JFK only missed 1 Lions playoff game. That's pathetic, really. Was it 60 years? It's 60 years this year, right? Only missed 1 thing. If Cunningham had an O-line, he would have won 2 Super Bowls. Randall, I agree. I mean, Cunningham had some weapons. Keith Jackson, Barnett, Williams. He just had no offensive line at all. There's a game. Go watch the game versus Miami. Marino Cunningham. It was a Sunday, Monday night game. They put it on YouTube before the Eagles-Dolphins game. You can see it. Watch how bad that line is. Yes, definitely hit that like button. Martin says, it's 3 a.m. here in the UK. What up, 500? Can't wait to see our Eagles soar over Arrowhead. Cowboys suck donkey kick. Yes, they do, my friend. Yes, they do. We all know Mahomes is going to be the best game of the year against the defense because every quarterback has the best game against. I'm hoping that they make some changes on defense, though. Like, do something different. Lions have only had 3 good teams in history, I think. I remember the Barry Sanders Detroit Lions in the playoffs. I was rooting for them. But, yeah, Eric Allen should be in the Hall of Fame. I agree. Westbrook was one of my favorites, too. I met Westbrook at a Brian Mitchell charity event in Rockville, Maryland. It was right after Brian Westbrook's it was right after his rookie year. And I got to talk to him. He was a really nice guy. We got a shot. The Cunningham punt was amazing. 90-something yards. I'll never forget that. Cunningham was a one-man offense. He had no help. Cunningham didn't have the coaching help. He had a quarterback. I always forget the quarterback coach's name. The quarterback coach died in season, and that really hurt his development. But he never really had anybody help develop his game. Buddy said, go make 3 big plays. Burrow's questionable to come back with a wrist injury. We'll see if he comes back. Yeah, he died. Remember they had the eagle helmet, and then they put the black tape across the wings in honor of the quarterback coach. Was it like Schofield or something like that? I think his name was like something Schofield. And if you guys ever see the Eagles with their helmets, and they had a black tape going across the wings, that was in honor of their quarterback coach that died during the season. And he really was developing Randall. I think we'll start Reed. I think Reed. You can't remember? Yeah, go look it up. You'll see it. Eagles had eagle helmet with black tape going across the wings. That's the problem with running quarterbacks 500. Don't invest in the O-line because they expect the quarterback's legs to make up for that. Therefore, the quarterback running up comes short. Yeah, but back in the day, though, like there was nobody else. He was the only guy. Steve Young had developed into more of a passer, and it was really only Randall. But Randall also threw 30 touchdowns. Randall could throw the ball 90 yards. So Randall had an arm, and they didn't do design runs with Randall. Randall ran because he had his life depended on it because they were always after him. But it wasn't like they were running RPOs and stuff like they are now with Hurst. Like he didn't run design runs. He ran because he had to. Warren Moon was a pure passer. I mean, Warren Moon was one of the greatest arms I've ever seen. I don't consider Warren Moon a running quarterback. Yo, Phil, do you think numbers 9 and 25 are retired? I haven't seen anyone wear those numbers in a while. I don't think 9 will be. I don't think either of them will be. Because somebody's already worn 25. 25's already been worn, so they won't. Say, Merry Christmas to you. Ed McCaffrey was a nice guy, super humble. One of his brothers went to Gloucester Catholic. Texas beat the Bengals. Ravens probably win if Burrow was in. Burrow might come back in this game. We'll see. Yeah, Doug Scoville. That's right, Lord of Dark. Yeah, I know something Scoville, something like that. Yeah, he was developing Randall into an elite quarterback, and he died, and it hurt him. Imagine Belichick with the Eagles. Be interesting. I don't think they'll retire Shady's number because it's already been used. Right? If you retire a number, you can't have it used. The idea of retiring a number is it hasn't been used since. So who wore 25 after Shady? That's the question. I think it's been worn, right? 25 has been worn after Shady. If it's been worn after Shady, then if you retire it, it's not really Shady. The idea is he's got to be the last guy to wear it. 25 was Tommy McDonald. They didn't retire his number, huh? Like Randall, nobody's worn 12 with the Eagles. They They had somebody in preseason a few years ago. Remember there was a giant receiver. I forget his name. He signed with the Eagles in preseason. They put number 12 on him, and Jeffrey Lurie walked on the field and made him change the number. Nobody has worn 12 since Randall, but I don't know about 25. I got to look into see who was 25. If Shady was the last 25, then it's going to get retired. But if it wasn't, then I don't see how it can. Like they didn't retire Clyde. Yeah, 12 is a no-no. Steve Smith, Steve Smith was wearing 12 in preseason or in training camp, and Jeffrey Lurie literally walked on the field and said that he couldn't wear 12. They haven't officially retired Cunningham, but nobody has worn it since. Yeah, I don't know. I have to go look. If Shady's number 25 is if Shady's the last guy to wear it, then nobody will wear it ever. Burrow's done for the game. Yeah, they're done. So is Cincinnati. They did retire Brian Dawkins, yeah. Yeah, no one wore 25. Yeah, then Shady's number will get retired. And it should. I'm okay with it. Since Lurie bought the team, the roster kind of has been 100% agreed. Aside from some wide receivers, the Eagles have had really good roster since then. I agree. And he cares about the guys, the legendary guys that play for the Eagles and played. And that's what I like. Because watching Reggie and Keith Jackson, all those guys leave really was horrible. Mixon, they're trying to run it. Shady's a legend. Absolutely. No, nobody's won 5 either. McNabbs has been retired. After Nick Foles won the Super Bowl, I don't think going forward anyone will be wearing them. Has anybody worn 9? That's the question. You might be right. If not, then you can retire it. But once somebody wears it, it's not. To me, it's not. It doesn't have the same. Whatchamacallit. I don't know why Harold Carmichael's number is not retired. 2nd and 8, Mixon, first down. Retiring. Yeah, I saw that he's getting. If Hurts can start running again, that'll change everything. There was an article in 2020 about no one wearing 25 cents, and I don't think no one has in the last 3 years. Then nobody will. If 25 hasn't been given out by now, they're not giving it out. They'll retire it. I think Nick Foles would have won multiple Super Bowls too. If the Eagles didn't hire Chip Dip Kelly and kept that team around, I think they win at least one more. Because you would have had Shady, Deshaun, Macklin. They were all in their prime. And you had Kelsey there, and Ertz wasn't even like, Ertz was still coming in and getting hurt. He was still young. Imagine if Ertz was like, in his prime with those guys still around. They would have won Super Bowls, multiple Super Bowls. Chip Kelly should never have traded Foles. Second and 6. Browning. Is that what this guy's name is? Back to pass. He's going to throw. Throws caught over the middle. Up at the 46. I've been wearing number 12 for the last 30 years too. You had Brett Selleck, but you also had Ertz. You also drafted Ertz around then. Chip Dip Kelly was. You think? Yeah, I think Kelsey's gets retired and Lane. Lane's won't be worn. Kelsey's will get retired quickly. Lane's will not be worn for a while. Do they think they should have? No, you should not retire 96, unfortunately. They ruined it for Clyde Simmons. 96 should have been retired long ago. 92, 99, and 96 should have been retired. There's Browning escapes. Look at this. Go. Slides at the 40. Oh, that's a penalty. No call. Chip Kelly was an asshole. I don't know how else to say it. Asshole. He's getting fired from UCLA, they said. Who trades Shady McCoy for stupid linebacker that can't stay healthy? An undersized linebacker. Oh, let's just cut Deshaun Jackson and let him go to a rival. I mean, who does that? What an asshole. Then he lets Macklin go 2 years later. 2nd and 5. Come on, Browning. Throw deep. Come on, catch us. Nah, that should be pass interference, man. 500 years and your family lives on the line. You see Cunningham versus Brady. Would you trust Cunningham to win that game? Both quarterbacks have top weapons and everything. Do they have the same coaching? If they have the same coaching, give me Randall. You give Randall the same development as Brady, and we'll see. But the funny thing about this whole argument you're making is you're bringing up Tom Brady. Tom Brady. Why, of all the names, you bring up Tom Brady? Tom Brady's what? Considered the best quarterback in history, top 3. And you're bringing him up. Put Cunningham up against Dak. It's a joke. Kevin Cobb stunk. Couldn't stand Rodney Pete. That's on the wide receiver. Didn't fight back enough for the PI. Delay a game on Cincinnati now. He puts up Tom Brady. The real fans, there's no way Foles multiple Super Bowls with Andy Reid. Andy was a choker before he had Mahomes or Bieniemy. Doug used chip playbook for Foles. Oh, that's a pass interference there. Come on, that's a penalty. They're going to call that one. No way Foles wins multiple Super Bowls. I don't think, listen, Andy had to go. It's probably time up. But when you fired Andy, you didn't have to hire Chip Kelly. If you hire a better coach, I don't know. I think you could have. Potential of our defense still really excites me. We could be really aggressive in zone blitz. If we do it, Foles was still developing, though. What about 2-3 more years of development from Foles? He goes out there and throws 27 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and then what? They the next year he gets hurt and they trade him. I just think they should have kept him. The guy had it in him to win a Super Bowl. I mean, look who they traded Foles for, first of all. They traded for Sam Bradford. Sam Stinkford. I hated that draft. I hated that trade when they did it. Chip Kelly looked like Jesus when he had Foles and Deshaun and Shady, and then he got rid of it. Why did he get rid of it? Even so, Smur. But why did Chip Dip Kelly get rid of the talent around him? And why did he want to get rid of him? For Sam Bradford. Yeah, I don't know what the love affair with Vic Fangio's style defense is, because I don't like it. Come on, Browning. Make this interesting. Make this interesting. At the 8, Browning. 3rd and 5. Here's the blitz. Picked up. Incomplete. I think Chip got mad when he wouldn't draft Mariota, so he said F the team. Maybe. I mean, he tried to trade 3 first-round picks and Fletcher Cox for the first pick for Mariota. I mean, dude, could you imagine? The NFC game that hurt the most without question is the Tampa Bay game. The Tampa Bay NFC Championship game hurts the most. McPherson going to kick a 26-yard field goal, trying to stay in it. And good. It's really a shame that Burrow got hurt in this game. To me, Andy was never we lost Super Bowl was just not McNabb. Yeah, I agree. The worst game was the Panthers. We didn't even show up to play. That game hurt too. That Tampa Bay game, I just remember being so mad, so heartbroken. Like I didn't even know what to say. I just sat there. I didn't say anything for hours. I just sat there. I didn't know what to say. Matt threw that right to Ronnie Barber. He did. They go down and Brian Mitchell kicks off the ball, right? Gets down there. 2 plays later, something, they hand it to Deuce, walks in, and then the Eagles don't run it the rest of the game. And the other thing was they had Levon Kirkland, the linebacker. You remember? He got destroyed in that game. And that's because they let Trotter go to Washington because they didn't want to franchise him. That not having Trotter killed us that game. One good year and amazing playoff run. Outside of that, Foles is god-awful. The thing with Foles was like streaky. Foles gets hot. He could beat anybody. When he's hot, he's like ridiculous. But then he goes really cold. He was like this. I just wonder if a little more patience with him, with the talent you had in Deuce, not with Deuce, but with McCoy, Deshaun, Macklin, you would have drafted Ertz and still had Selleck. I mean, dude, I don't know. I think he catches fire at least one more time. Jacobs, if you give Hurts the ball at the 5-yard line, it's a touchdown. Agreed. McNabb shit to bed. I never looked at him the same as a whole NFL. My opinion of McNabb got really bad after the tie game versus. You guys remember the tie versus Cincinnati during the season? And he comes out and he goes, "I didn't even know there were ties in football." When he said that really changed like my perception. I treated McNabb like royalty. Like I stuck up for McNabb all the time. After that, changed my whole feel with him. New Zealand Philly Fit David Super Chat goes, just for here, what happened to Burrow? Oh, just got here. Hurt his wrist. He hurt his wrist. He tried to throw and he couldn't, and now he's out of the game. Foles versus Saints 2018 was so close. Jeffrey dropped it. Yeah, and you remember the Saints 1-2 before, where we played the Saints at home, and Foles gives us the lead. We were winning the game, and then we get we get a penalty on the kickoff, put them in field goal range, and New Orleans beat us. But Foles gave us the lead. He came off the field with the lead that game. Yeah, that Bengals game, that pissed me off. $2009 would have been a Pennsylvania. Yeah, it would have. A big hole for Edwards. Oh, at the 45 up to the 50. 25-yard gain. Foles and the Eagles probably go back to the Super Bowl very next year if Alshon doesn't drop that pass. Yeah, I think the Eagles probably win the Super Bowl again. Remember when McNabb said he didn't know you could tie football? Yeah, that really pissed me off. I did the same thing, but once I defended him and lost all respect for a guy when he didn't go back in that Seattle playoff game. Oh, yeah, you're talking about Carson, right? Yeah, that Seattle game rubbed me the wrong way too. It definitely did. I'm still pissed about that Washington game. Yeah. Yeah, that Wentz in that Seattle game kind of you couldn't defend it. Like after that, it was hard to defend him. You know, that's why I believe the whole thing with Howie and him fighting and like I believe it happened. Would the Eagles be the team they have been if they never hired Chip Kelly before the Eagles weren't? It's interesting because you got to admit there's some good picks that Kelly had, right? Kelly did have some good picks like Jordan Hicks, right? That was a big pick. The Ertz pick was a big pick. So he did have some good picks. I just think he shouldn't have traded all the talent away for nothing. 2nd and 3, Edwards, first down, up at the 25. This game's over. Ravens are going to win this game. And they're going to cover. You think injuries derailed Wentz's career? He was never really saving. I don't think it was the injury. I think it was the mental. I think Foles winning the Super Bowl derailed his career because I think after that he was always looking over his back. He rushed to come back. He wasn't ready to the following year. Philly why did the Eagles trade for? I mean, I don't remember. That was a little young for that. I assume they needed a quarterback. Was that Vermeil, right? They didn't have a lot of draft picks when Vermeil first took over. So they had to trade for a bunch of guys. They had open tryouts. But I don't know. That was a little before my time when he first got there. Warrior Ray, I got into football at the end of Jaworski. Warrior Ray, David Super Chat goes, Joey B tried the best to screw my fantasy team to begin the season, and now he's actually doing it. Drafting him has been a nightmare for me. I know. I hear you. Second and 2. Lamar is going to keep it down to the 13. Eagles were wrong putting up a statue of Foles the following year. What are you going to do? It definitely messed with the guy's mind. See, like Jalen Hurts, I have no doubt that wouldn't bother Jalen Hurts. But it definitely bothered Carson Wentz. First and 10. Lamar hands it off again. Mitchell falls at a 10. George threw 3 interceptions in the Super Bowl in 1980. How was he still our quarterback 5 years later? I don't know. I don't know. I was too young. I was like 4 years old during that Super Bowl. I don't really remember that Super Bowl. So I can't tell you. I remember Jaworski when Buddy took – well, I remember Jaworski before Buddy when it was Marion Campbell. But I also remember when Buddy was there and he put Cunningham in on 3rd down. 2nd and 7, Lamar. Oh, he fell down. Oh, shit. Did he hurt himself? Oh, shit. Get up. Oh, man. Damn it. Lamar's limping. That didn't look good the way he fell. He didn't. Oh, that. Jeez. He's all right. He's all right. Here's Lamar going to keep it. I guess he's fine. Runs to the 6. 4th down. I like Big Sill's take. Wentz got us there when Foles could never have. Foles won the Super Bowl where Wentz never would have dueled. Yeah, I think that's probably accurate, to be honest with you. Blunt won 3 Super Bowls in a row on his back. 250 pounds can't be stopped. We would have won Super Bowl in 2018 if we kept Blunt. I agree. I don't know why they let Blunt go because he went to Detroit and he went for nothing. And then you had to trade for Howard. And I didn't mind Howard, but man, Blunt was a winner. You think we win the Super Bowl with Wentz never getting hurt? Wentz might still be in Philly today. Honestly, just based upon what we've seen from Wentz mentally, I don't think Wentz beats Brady. I think he loses that Super Bowl. I think Wentz would have choked. That's just my honest opinion. I would never have said that back then, but just seeing with Carson how everything bothers him, I don't know he wins that game. I won't ever forgive Carson Wentz for the way he quit on us. See, I have a problem with that too. I had a problem with that. They went out and hired Nick Sirianni for him, and he didn't want to compete with Jalen Hurts, and he ran. I just never respected that. Yeah, Woogie Nights. My wife is nuts for power backs. They should have let me. Don't let her meet him. Dak is definitely a choke artist. Yeah, Carson's way too sensitive. Things bother. I mean, you saw the things where he wasn't happy when they won because it wasn't him. Like, I just don't know in a situation Super Bowl against Brady. I don't know that he could do what Foles did. Carson was a bitch. He would be happier losing Super Bowl as the guy, the winning. I know that's what it seems like. Listen, it all worked out because Howie Roseman drafted Jalen Hurts. I mean, that's just the craziest draft pick ever. It's the craziest draft pick ever, but it was genius. And the only thing I could think of is I think that Howie knew. I think he had to know that Carson mentally didn't have it. They had to know. You know, we wouldn't know that, but he had to know because that was such a ballsy draft pick. Now, I want the Eagles to run 2 running back sets with Swift and Penny. Well, that would be nice. There's a Vermeil has stated many times that the 80s Birds weren't ready to play in that type of game. The magnitude was too great. Jaws was a problem, as was McNabb, even after the air guitar stunt. Oh, God, air guitar. You remember air guitar? Oh. Big Lebowski, David Super Chat. He goes, Wentz doesn't go down 2017. We lose to Atlanta. I think we beat Atlanta. I think we beat Minnesota, and I think we lose to New England in the Super Bowl. Having Chip change the way Howie do things, Chip Ledge challenged Howie, and that made Howie better. Lurie gave head coaching powers. Yeah, I agree. I think there's some truth to it. 500. Our defense played out their minds after Wentz got hurt. That propelled us to the Super Bowl. Nick got in right time. When the dude was on, he was unstoppable. Well, the thing is, but remember in the Super Bowl, though, our defense gave up over 500 yards in the air. So if Wentz is healthy and you give up over 500 yards of Brady, do you win? I don't know. Philly, what's the easiest horror movie you ever saw? The scariest, you mean? The first Exorcist. That, to me, still scared me to this day. I was a kid watching that. It scared the hell out of me. 1st and 10 for the Bengals. Did I even change the score? Does anybody think that Carolina could upset Dallas this week? The Shining, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Exorcist traumatized me too. I remember going to a friend's house watching it, then having to walk home at night. And I thought the demons were chasing me. Y'all remember when we was pissed off at Howie after 2020? I can't imagine how it would be going now. Yeah, I know. I've been pissed at Howie so many times. I'm not going to lie. Here's Browning throws. We're going to get sacked again. This game's over. 3rd and long now. Favorite is Halloween. See, but Halloween's not scary, though. Like, those Halloweens, those Jason, Freddy, like, those old gory, old horror movies, they never scared me. The Exorcist scared the crap out of me. Yeah, Exorcist made me scared, afraid of dark stairwells, I know. No, he's better than Wilson. Dobbs has been a backup his whole life. And if the Panthers going to blow out Dallas, they're going to blow out Dallas. What? Wait, what? You think that Carolina's going to beat Dallas? Really? I'm going to stream that game, by the way. Yeah, I've read the thing about how he hired him. Yeah. Exorcism of Emily Rose put me in a mental asylum as a child. If you saw that as a child, that has to be scary. I saw that, as an older person. Wow, this kid Browning's going deep to Chase. Oh my gosh, he made the catch. Out of bounds? Did he catch it? Oh, out of bounds. As awesome it would be to get upset by the Panthers, I don't see it happening because the Panthers suck this year. I don't see it either. I mean, I'll be rooting for it, but I don't see it either. Chase made a great catch, but out of bounds. Bengals are punting. Matt says Philly Couch Girls literally lost to the Cardinals with a practice squad quarterback, and you're asking if Carolina can beat Dallas. But I mean, Arizona has shown life at least. Has Carolina been close? Who's? Nah, man, I don't know. I don't know, man. I hope you're right. See, I think Dallas beats Carolina, and then I think they lose on Thanksgiving to Washington. Eagle fans, don't worry about Dallas. They almost in the wintertime to where they sell like every This almost Cowboys choke season right now. It technically Cowboy choke season usually starts December 1st, but sometimes it can come a little early on Thanksgiving. Logan says 500. If we face Ravens Super Bowl, we would beat them. I think that we beat everybody. I don't think anybody's beating us in the Super Bowl. If we get back to the Super Bowl, nobody's beating us. JT56 says, swear to God, if Philly loses Kansas City, Dallas fans are going to be saying they're better than us because they beat Carolina. Oh yeah. I'm sure this week, Pollard will have 150 yards, and then he's the best running back to ever play since Barry Sanders. Everything they do is the greatest of all time. Dallas does everything great. They're the greatest of all time. It's such a joke. What's my favorite season of Sopranos? That's a good one. I think the second season is really good. Third season is good. The Pine Barrens is my favorite episode. Probably, I'll say 2 and 3, maybe. Texas Chainsaw, that don't scare me. The Exorcist scared me. Rose Red by Stephen King is a good movie. I haven't seen that one. Yes, Joe, my man Joe. What's up, Joe? Please remember to hit that like button. You ain't kidding, my man. Thank you so much. Best Batman of all time, without question, the easiest is to say it's The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight is the best Batman of all time. Dark Knight. To me, Dark Knight is as close to the perfect superhero movie as you can get. Yeah, I do remember Thinner. Best running back of all time. Best one I've seen was Westbrook. I didn't see Wilbur. Nice run. Dude, this game's over. I did not watch Boardwalk Empire. Yeah, Dark Knight is almost a perfect movie, in my opinion. I love the Joker movie. Yeah, I thought it was great. Logan is really good. Logan was one of those movies where I watched it, I didn't think it was going to be that good, and it really surprised me. Logan is good. They're driving again. Best Stephen King movie. I don't know. What, Green Mile maybe? I did like the JFK one on Hulu, the series. But Green Mile, Stephen King, right? I saw the Batman, yeah. I was watching that at the movie theater, and I got food poisoning, and I started throwing up during that movie. And I don't know, for whatever reason, I don't like the movie as much. Oh, he going to Beckham in the end zone, incomplete. I thought the Batman 2022. I don't think it was nearly as good as Christopher Nolan ones. The last 2 years, the choke season started on Thanksgiving. Did the Cowboys lose last year on Thanksgiving? I can't remember. I've never watched the Dahmer series. Spider-Man 2 is great. Best Stephen King, Green Mile, Shawshank. Yeah, Shawshank. It would be Shawshank. Shawshank is one of my favorite movies of all time. Green Mile is really good. Just don't watch the Green Mile around my dad. Don't watch that movie in front of my dad. He'll drive you nuts. Lamar Jackson stays alive in the backfield. Throws deep. Throws incomplete. What the fuck? Jason doesn't scare me at all. Freddy. I do like it. It was a good movie too. Yeah, it was scary. I like the remake of it. The first It was scary. Wilbur Montgomery was really good. Ricky Wars had some good freaks. B. West was amazing, running, catching, pure running back. I have to go Shady, but it's a tough question. I only go Westbrook because of longevity. The problem is they traded Shady in his prime. Goodfellas is one of my favorite movies, always. Star Wars, I've never seen it. Speaking of great movies, Goodfellas and Casino, I love them both. Yeah. Chucky or It? Chucky, the little doll thing that goes around. Dude, I would kick that doll so mother humping hard. That doll don't scare me. Even when I was a kid, I was like, I'll kill that doll. It scares the crap out of me. The clown with the balloons, Pumpkinhead. I remember that movie. Yeah, I think you're right. I think Dark Knight is about as the most perfect superhero movie I've ever seen. It's just almost perfect. I promise you, I'm not going to go see Marvel's. New Top Gun was one of the best movies I've seen in years. It actually felt like I was watching a movie. I didn't have to worry about them trying to throw something in my face or being political. It was just a friggin' good movie. I actually think Top Gun 2 is better than the first original. I know that's crazy, but I actually like the second Top Gun more than I like the first one. Weapons of Ass Destruction. What movies are Sopranos over The Wire. But The Wire, like I said earlier, my 3 favorite TV series of all time is Breaking Bad 1, Sopranos 2, Wire 3, and then Better Call Saul 4. Signs is a great movie. Leprechaun never scared me either. Top Gun 2 was great. No, I don't remember that. So the scariest movie you ever seen was Howie re-signing Derek Barnett. That was very scary. Yeah. Dingbat, Ding Dong. Thank you for Super Chicos. Bronx Tale, good movie. Bronx Tale's great movie. De Niro in that reminds me of my father so much in that movie. Your father's the tough guy. It just reminds me of my dad. Top Gun is overrated? Really? No, I thought that was a great movie. I never watched Dexter. First Top Gun is way better. I like the second one better. But, hey. Sandy Davis Super Chat goes, Philly, I finally just saw Sanford and Sons. Thank you. I love that show now. Sanford and Sons is one of the great comedies of all time. Nino Brown says, have you seen Tenet? Denzel Washington star's son is in it. Yeah, Tenet was awesome. Christopher Nolan. I haven't seen his new movie yet, but I liked Tenet a lot. I didn't know that was Denzel's son. I didn't know that was my son, since I look like Denzel Washington. Peaky Blinders? I watched one of those. Ace Ventura? Yeah, Ace Ventura's funny. 1 million times I didn't have cable and no Wi-Fi. That was funny. First time I saw Top Gun, dad said, partner's going to die and they'll have a war and he'll find his courage again. Sheesh, thanks, Pop. Really? That's funny. I mean, I like the original Top Gun, but man, I thought the second one was better. I haven't watched Dexter. Having a day was a blessing. It was. Dude, it really reminds me that my dad really reminds me of De Niro in that Bronx Tale. Scariest movie is Mark Holmes eating chicken wings. That's pretty scary. I haven't. Wait. Covenant. Who's in the Covenant? What is that about? Is that the one with Jake Gyllenhaal where he's trying to get the guy out of Iraq or something or Afghanistan? If that's the movie you're talking about, that movie was freaking awesome. And I thank Daz for that because Daz told me to see that. Shout out to him. And I watched that when I was in Nags Head. That was awesome. Shamir Kingsbane, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. The Covenant was one you told me to see, right? That movie was awesome. I just bought that movie. Yeah, that was a great movie. Patrick Surtain was missed opportunity. I agree. Yeah, I think Covenant was maybe the best movie of the year that I've seen. Favorite Tarantino? I look like Tarantino. My favorite Tarantino movie, without question, is Reservoir Dogs. Reservoir Dogs. Come on now, Philly D. Come on. Your dad reminds me of Casper the Ghost. I always try Snowfall or Top Boy. They're elite. What is that? Do you watch horror Christmas movies on Christmas or Halloween? I usually don't watch Christmas horror movies at all. I don't even know of any, really. I mean, I watched what? I watched Violent Night last year. That was good. And then one of my favorite newer Christmas movies is Fat Man. Home Alone 1. 4 Rooms, Quentin Tarantino, when the parents come home and the 2 babies. 4 Rooms is a great movie. But the best part of the 4 Rooms is because each room is a different director that does it. The Tarantino one, where they have the bet to lose a finger, is by far the best part of that whole movie. Where he's got to light the lighter 10 times, and on the first try, boom, hilarious. I never watched Krampus, no. Bad Santa, classic. Gremlins, yeah, I watched Gremlins at Christmas, but Silent Hill 1, 2, 3 games. Yeah, those games are greatest ECW wrestler. Man, you guys are throwing out the questions today. I got to go Sandman. Sandman was my favorite. Watch this from Red Dwarf 90s era. Okay, I'll have to check it out. Red Dwarf. I'd never heard of it. The 2 kids killed me. They found the hooker in the bed. Oh my God, that was hilarious. That was a great movie. But it was like 4 directors did each room, which was really interesting. See, they don't have anything like that nowadays. Rob Van Dam would be my second. Christmas Vacation classic, absolutely. Philly, besides Tombstone, which would call the greatest Western movie? What is your next favorite Western? Love Josie Wales or Pale Rider? Mine would be Unforgiven. It probably have to go Tombstone, and I'd have to probably go Unforgiven. I love Unforgiven. I think that's such a great movie. Favorite Mike Tyson punch-out opponent? Glass Joe, because I could beat his ass. Saddest death of the Sopranos was Chrissy, then Big Puss. I think Big Puss was my favorite character that got killed. I think, even though he drove me nuts, even though I couldn't stand him, I thought he was so annoying. What is it? April Jr., right? April, the kid. What was Richie April Jr.'s kid? Whatever. Not Richie, but what was his name? Jackie April Jr. That was the saddest death, I think. 2nd and 10, because he was such a moron. He deserved it, but he was a moron. I like when Christopher has a near death and he tells Tony and Paulie 3 o'clock, because I think Paulie Walnuts is by far, without question, the best character in The Sopranos. Paulie Walnuts was the best. I've never seen Terrifier, no. Yeah, I remember Christopher Pruitt's hospital. Mark Holmes doesn't even, he swallows. I know. He does. He just. Third and 8. This game's so over. 4th down. It's a shame Burrow got hurt. Totally ruined this game. Justified. I've never seen Justified. Mark Holmes said Dak will win Super Bowl with Andrew. They would have choking together. Dak hasn't proved to me he could win a big game yet. You know? Stop calling me. You know, Mark Holmes sold the Dak Sucks shirt. Did he? I had nothing to do with that shirt. I never told him to say that. Best actor as Batman. Best as Bruce Wayne. I'm going to say... I'm going to say... I'll say Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne. And then probably Keaton as Batman. But it's close between him and Christian Bale. Thursday night games always sucked. Amazon complained last year that every game the NFL let them show was bad. I know, this game was supposed to be a good game, though. And then Burrow got hurt. And once Burrow got hurt, this game was over. 2nd and 5. I mean, if Burrow doesn't get hurt, this is a completely different game. You're making Mark Red Hot Matt good. Piss him off. Yeah, suppose in the comments I said, thank you for selling me Dak Sucks shirt. That was all him. Best Joker, Heath Ledger? Absolutely. Heath Ledger was absolutely the best Joker. I hated the Sopranos movie. The movie they did, the Saints of Newark? It was horrible. The whole movie was supposed to be about Tony Soprano as a kid, and the whole thing didn't have nothing to do with him. Yeah, Rob Van Dam was awesome. Rob Van Dam, I love him. Him and Sandman were my guys. I just didn't like Tommy Dreamer because my cousin loved him. Young Guns is great, yeah. Got blocked on Mark Homeless. It's like a badge of honor. So there's a lot of good. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do Thanksgiving. I don't know. You know, part of me thinks I need to because those are 3 teams that we need. They all matter for the Eagles. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I think Detroit wins. I think Dallas loses, and then I think the San Francisco game's a toss-up. Hateful Eight was funny. I think you're talking about the Adam Sandler one, or are you talking about the other one? Philly, as a kid, what was your favorite cartoon? Bugs Bunny as mine. My favorite cartoon was the Super Friends. Challenge of the Super Friends versus the Legion of Doom. That was my favorite. Favorite boxer, Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins would be my favorite, followed by Thomas the Hitman Hearns. Those were my 2 favorite boxers. Yes, Paulie's a character on the show, but Paulie's the best. Best one-liners. Enjoy Thanksgiving with your family. Yeah, I don't know. It depends. 3 to 10 Yuma was a great Western. Even the remake was good. With Christian Bale and what's his face from Gladiator? Are they really doing a Gladiator 2? Bloodsport with Van Damme, right? Yes. That's my favorite one of his. Marvelous Marvin Hagler was my favorite. Mine too. Oh, Marvin Hagler, yeah. He was awesome. The Hearns-Hagler fight. Unbelievable. Favorite UFC? Dude, I watched like the first 5 UFCs and haven't watched since. I need to go watch it. John Wayne True Grit. Yeah, that was good. I even thought the remake was good too. Wait, what? Dude committed suicide in The Wizard of Oz. You see him swing in the back and they go down the upper. Nuh-uh, really? Is that true? Or is that just a... With you, Denzel, how do you not know? I don't know. I'm not going to lie. They need to make more good movies from the Roman Empire. They churned out some pretty mediocre ones. Yeah, they have. You know what they need? You know what they really need? On Mark Holmes' channel, people get timed out and blocked for saying things bad about the player. I know. I never understood it. You know what they need? They need a good mafia movie about the Philly mob. Like a legit, like Scorsese type Philly mob movie. If you stream one, dude, Seahawks 49ers, because the East Coasters are done with the eating, and that determines the NFC NFC West pretty much. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. If I stream, I won't stream the Detroit game because I'm sleeping in. But I might stream the Cowboys game and the Niners. I don't know yet. Maybe I'll do just one. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. Van Damme or Seagal. I like Van Damme over Seagal. Seagal never gets hit. Gladiator 2 is going to be about Lucius Commodus' nephew uprising. Yeah, I don't know what to think about it. I don't know if it's going to be good or not. I don't know. It's one of those movies where I'm like, I'll watch it when it comes out, but I'm not like, I can't say I'm excited. What is your offensive and defensive player of Monday Night Football versus Kansas City? I think Hassan Reddick on defense, because I think Reddick's gonna want to have a big game because of what happened in the Super Bowl. And then I think offensively, Devontae Smith. I think this is a Devontae Smith big game. So did you hear the alien spaceships are in it? Of course, I've heard that. Chuck Norris. What was it? Invasion USA or something like that. I like. A Warrior Ray says, "Thank you for super chat." He goes, "Hey Denzel, I call Reddick the Equalizer in reference to your character in the movies One Man Rick." Yeah, that's a good one. The Equalizer. That was one of my better movies. Absolutely. Thank you. Seagal running like girl videos is hilarious. He just never gets hit. Walker text ring. Yep. You have to work Thanksgiving. Where do you work that's open? Yeah, I know you. I can't read that. You're going to get me in trouble. No, I heard they're not flexing it. Book of Eli is really good. I know all about that. I know all about David Icke. I know all about him. Although I don't know if I could say his name without getting demonetized. I traded Jordan Addison for Devontae Smith in fantasy during our bye. That might not be bad. Addison's been really good, though. Red's going to have 5 sacks. I wish. Pineapple does not belong on pizza. Joseph, I subscribed to the Joey Merlian channel recently. I love hearing from the big hitters from the Philly mobs. I like Joey. The thing with Joey is Joey didn't rat on anybody. You know what I mean? Like those guys, they do their thing. They commit their crime, you go do your time, and then they all rat on each other. And then they come on YouTube and then they tell you all these things that you can't believe. He legitimately didn't rat on anybody. He did his time. He did what he did his time, and that's it. I could at least respect that. But he's very interesting. I have family that know him. I'll keep it at that. I never do it, but loved kung fu movies when I was a kid. I like the ones where they talk like this. What? You could kill you? Those were my favorite. Julio, 2 touchdowns, I'll take it. The only good part of the movies they show really killed Christopher's dad. It was Junior, not the cop. Tony told, yeah, you're right. Yeah, Junior killed him. The problem with it, I don't know. This kid's doing nothing, getting sacked. The problem with the Saints in Newark, in my opinion, is that if you want to tell a different story, tell a different story. But they promoted that whole thing as James Gandolfini's son's going to play a young Tony Soprano. And you were going to basically see a young Tony Soprano. You figured you're going to see the card game that he robbed. You thought he was going to get made. You saw none of it. You barely saw Paulie and Sil and all of them. That was the problem with the movie, is they made you think you were going to watch something else. Joseph says, why wouldn't you flex that game? Because Fox doesn't want to. Fox is refusing to give it up. Fallen was good. Yes, it was. Did you see Martin? I did not. No. Who is? I don't even know who that is. Ridley Scott, original Gray director, was directing Gladiator 2. Okay. Why the Chiefs, Packers, Bengals, Jaguars still prime time over our games? Because from what I heard was Fox does not want to. Somebody said it earlier. Fox is refusing to give that game up. They do not want to give that game up, and I don't blame them. But they don't want to give up that game. I'll have to watch season 2. I didn't like season 1. Philly, did you hear the Giants GM said that he's not giving up Daniel Jones? What an idiot they're going to. Oh, I hope not. I hope they don't draft a quarterback, though. They could still keep Daniel Jones to draft a quarterback. That's what you got to worry about. A Warrior Rage, Dave vs. Super Takeoff. Saints of Newark was trash. My childhood was worse, and now I'm not a crime boss and a killer. They really didn't do anything that shaped Tony. No, but the whole thing the buildup was all about Tony as a kid, and they didn't even barely in it. I like Clockwork Orange. Uncle June was a hater. Uncle June's yeah, of course. And he just kept repeating his lines, like his famous line. It just, I don't know. It just felt like a money grab. More likely to exist, ghosts or aliens? Ghosts. Queen Latifah as the Equalizer is the funniest shit ever. 6-year-old woman beating up in shape men. That is funny. Yeah, I can't wait till Monday either. It's going to be a long weekend. I just want to get through tomorrow. Get tomorrow, I'm done for a whole week. Do you think Wentz beats Hurts in a competition, Winston? No. No, I don't think he does. I don't think he had the mental fortitude to do it. Yeah, they could still draft a quarterback. Exactly. We need the Giants to win a game here. A couple. Just not against us. Can't wait the Niners. I can't wait either. Phil, you should check out the 11 dimension theory. It's a third dimension, and there's 11. Yeah, I've heard. That's what I've heard. 11 dimensions. I've actually heard that. Never watched Game of Thrones. No, I haven't watched it. Denzel. Watched it. It's burner. I wish they'd just run the clock out of this game. It did feel that Tony was side character, but what do you think about the scene that Tony held the baby Christopher and started crying wildly? Yeah, I mean that was pretty interesting. But like that stuff was kind of riveting. Why we need more of it, you know? It just like the whole trailer was everything about Tony as a kid. I wanted to see more. I wanted to see him get made. I wanted to see him rob the card game. Like there was all these things I wanted to see. Wayward Noodle Favor Super Takers. Let's go Philly versus the chefs. The chefs. I like it. Let's get it. Thank you for super chat, my man. They say the fourth dimension you can time travel. So what will we be in? The first dimension or second dimension? Daniel Jones is paid as a starter. For now, yeah. Philly, the last 8 games, I could see the Eagles going at least 6-2, if not better. We have our issues, but we are still the best team in the NFL. I agree. I think the only game that really is up for grabs is this Chiefs game. I think they beat Buffalo. I think they beat San Francisco, and I think they beat Dallas and Seattle. So I think they run the table. I do. Lamar's going deep. He's got Beckham wide open. 30, 20, reverses field to the 25. Joseph says, Philly 500, Eagles better not give up them easy touchdowns they did in the Super Bowl where no one covered them in the past. It'll piss you off, me too. I agree. Eagles will blow the Chiefs out? I hope so. That would be a huge statement game, for sure. Yeah, I know. Every summer, me and my wife said, all right, we're going to watch Game of Thrones. Then we never watch it. You ain't getting me in that conversation, Anthony Kramer. I can't mention. I have a lot to say on that. Fourth dimension is time, I think. Interesting. We're in the third. So who's in the first? In the second? And if you're in the third, can you go into the second and the first? Lamar running it to the inside the 10 at the 8. I have Pam Pizza Hut. You crazy? I haven't eaten Pizza Hut. Jeez, I think from the 80s maybe. Yeah, it could have shown something. That's my issue. Is the whole movie is supposed to be about Tony, but they have nothing to do with it. He has nothing to do with it in the end. They shouldn't have advertised it. Made it feel. I think people would have been easier on it if it was about Christopher's dad. Have you seen the video on the fourth dimension explained by high school student 500? Check out. No, I never even heard of it. He'll going to try to get around the edge. Can't do it. My great-grandfather was a medium. The stories he had were downright terrifying. Spirits, 100%. Oh, I agree with that. I totally believe that. Have you seen the episode Billy the Kid? I've never seen it. Student review, thank you for super chat. Appreciate it. Yo, Philly 5, my lady's birthday's Monday. Going out to eat with her family and friends that night. Should I bring a tablet to watch the game or ditch the dinner? Bring a tablet. Bring a tablet. Because if you ditch the dinner, then you're going to jinx the Eagles. And it's going to be bad luck. So you got to do the right thing. You got to go. Bring a tablet because then they'll win. See, I would be so afraid that I would jinx them if I did that I wouldn't do it. How long you have off with Christmas? Week of Christmas off and the week of Thanksgiving off. I saved my vacation. I got 3 weeks vacation. June, first week of June, first week, Thanksgiving week, and then Christmas. is my 3 times a year. So did you hear the crazy theory that the universe blew up and we're living in a parallel universe that explains the Mandela effect? I've heard those theories. Yeah. I don't believe it though. I don't know what I think about the Mandela effect. It's a little freaky. Touchdown. Yeah, I texted Joey earlier. I don't think he texted me back. Mark Holmes, we got our whatchamacallit. Unbelievable. What a bum. He gave Joey did text me back. He gave me more. I like Bobby. Oh, Bobby Bacala. Yeah, that was a sad kill. My favorite EC wrestler is the Beast from the East, hailing from Asbury Park, Bam Bigelow. Man, yeah, I heard he's a really nice guy. I know quite a few people that either knew him or talked to him, and I always heard he was really good. Do you still think Sil made it out of his coma, or who do you think killed? I don't know who killed Tony. I don't know. I don't know, but I just hate the way that ended. I think Sil doesn't make it out of that coma, dude. He was pretty hurt. Hey Philly, do you know that according to Einstein, nothing can move faster at speed of light, except scientists theorize that the universe is expanding at a faster rate than light travels. It doesn't. The whole expanding universe doesn't make any sense to me, right? Because it said the universe is traveling and expanding at this rate. The sun is moving at this rate, and the Earth is moving at this rate. Everything's going different speeds. Then why do we always see the same things in the sky? Wouldn't we see new planets as they pass us by and new things in the sky as they go because it's expanding? Why do we always see the same things? I just don't. It don't make sense to me. I'm not saying it's wrong. It just don't make sense to me. What shirt did you tell Mark to wear? I told Mark to wear. Well, the first one involved Michael Irvin crack, and he wouldn't do that. The second one was Dak Prescott is ass, in quotes, and then quote Mark Holmes. He wouldn't do it. I did not know that he was going to do the other one. Chris Davis Super Chat was Chris Logan Wilson, linebacker from Bengals, hurt Lamar Andrews, and Odova, all the same guy. Jeez. I think we probably are. I used to believe the multiverse. I don't believe the multiverse is real. Yeah, I don't believe it's real. Simulation makes sense, but that's how or why is unexplainable. Yeah, it's true. To me, it makes decent. Everything is moving further apart faster than initially thought. Apparently, the expansion is still going on. Right, and if that's all happening and it's expanding, then you should see by just the fact that everything's moving apart. You should see different stars. You should see different planets. You should see different things. Yet you can go on these, NASA's type stuff, and you could see the star alignments the next 5,000 years, and it's always the same stars and planets. Why don't we see new things as everything's going by? To me, if it's expanding and everything's moving at different speeds, you should see different things, but we don't. That's the one thing it never made sense to me. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying it don't make sense to me. What's on the dark side of the moon? Aliens. Our brains have a hard time understanding the expanse of space. You look at the two stars together in the sky, and they're actually 10 millions of light years apart. What if this? What if that's not? It's all bullshit. Like what if it's just they just came up with that theory to make it work because it sounds good, but they don't really know, and they just made it up. How would we really know? Who can tell them they're right or wrong? It's like they could easily lie to us. I don't know. How do you check that thing to know for sure? He will never honor his bets. Stop paying 500 honors. I hear you. I hear you, Bubba. I hear you. The sun is 1.3 million times the size of the earth, and there's things millions times the size of the sun. That's what they say. I don't know. How do I know? How do I really know? How the hell do people actually believe the flat earth thing? Wouldn't we have found the edge of the world by now? Well, it depends because if you look at what Tesla said about a plane that just keeps going, how far does it go? I don't know. I don't know enough about it to give you an answer on that. Interstellar. That's it. Interstellar. Like the space lane, they put Galileo in the house arrest for proving Earth revolves around the sun. But how does he know? Like, how does he really know it does? I'm so confused about, and I'm not a very smart person. I'm a student out of the first magnitude. But it just like when they explain this stuff to me, I'm like, well, how do you know? How could you possibly know if you're on Earth? I don't get it. To me, they're all just a bunch of different theories. And then they use a bunch of different math and calculation. I calculate the calculations of the cornbread, and then that's so. But we don't really know what any of it looks like. We don't really know. Like I could get this phone and I can call somebody. I know it works because I can call somebody. But when they say this is that and this is that, how do you really know? I don't know. I love when you stream, Leon, but thank you. Thank you. I want to unlock 100% of my brain so I can understand Couch Boys delusion theory. You can unlock 99.9% and you'll never understand it. Joe says, my question is, what is on the other side of the universe? If it's expanding, Genesis explains everything about the sun, moon, and stars as same today as they were 4,000 years ago. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I don't understand. If everything's expanding at these enormous, crazy speeds, then I would think wouldn't you see like new solar systems go flying by us and new stars, and here's a new planet. Like everything's always the same stars in the sky. So if it's expanding at different speeds, how can that be? Hell, I don't even understand how air can be, how you could have the earth and all the air and everything stuck around the earth when there's nothing holding it in and there's spaces of empty vacuum. Like how does the air stay on the earth? I don't get it. Gravity? I don't get it. I have no clue what is going on. Philly, how do you know gravity exists? To see its effects, but you don't actually see it there. No gravity particle. There's no way to know these things. You can't. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. You don't know. Gravity can't be replicated in a lab. So how do we know? I don't know. I just think the atmosphere is magnetic. That's what I used to think too, Nathan. That was magnetic field. I thought that was like gravity and magnetic field. And then they said, no, it has nothing to do with it. So then if that doesn't have anything to do with it, magnetic field doesn't have anything to do with holding oxygen and everything in, then what does? Gravity's holding air in, but a butterfly could fly away. See, this is how my mind works. And I'm not trying to go anywhere with it. I'm just saying that none of it never makes sense to me. Growing up in science class, that's all I did was question this stuff. I did bad in science. Philly 500 is so nice that he let the NFL have a football game during his TED Talk. I know. I'm just going with this game stinks. Joe Burrow going out. Look, they even scored again. This is the stuff that this is why I get. This is, by the way, why I get totally crushed on YouTube. When I say that I'm the most throttled, this is exactly why. Because I bring things up like this. Gravity has to do, I guess. I mean, that's what how do you know? But how do you know? We only know because of one reason. We only know because that's what we're taught. But what if they lied to you? What if they're lying? We don't. How do we know? That's always my thing. These people kill the president of the United States. They lie about everything. How do we know they're not lying now? This is why I never did good in school. Touchdown Bengals. RF is a mixture of gases that surround the Earth. It is kept in place by the pull of the Earth's gravity. If the Earth was so much smaller planet like Mercury or Pluto, it wouldn't. I guess. I guess that's what they tell us. But I mean, how do we really know? My favorite season and least favorite season. I don't know. Maybe the last season's my least favorite season. I just don't like the ending. Second season and third probably my favorite. We are expanding slowly. Think how long a light year is forever. And expanding from explosion. Everything expands together. But they said that everything's going fast. They say we're rotating at 1,000 miles an hour. How does someone become an expert level? I believe it can push the narrative and donate well. You earn the title of expert. I guess, yeah. Have you heard about simulation theory? There was a lot of big computer simulation games for some of advanced beings. I have. I think there's something to simulation theory. They're lying about everything. That's my point. How do we know? How do we know? And I don't claim to have any answers. I don't know. I just know that everything is weird. You have to take someone's word at some point because you can't know everything. Up to you to decide. Yeah, I guess you're right. You just have to choose who you trust. Light does have weight, meaning that the source of gravitational fields. I guess. What is a gravitational field though? How do they prove it? The proof of gravity is whenever Dak throws a pass, it lands on other team's hands. That's true. No, we are rotating at 22,000 miles. 22,000 miles an hour. I don't feel dizzy. The ocean's freaky because the ocean, there's just stuff underneath there. We have no clue. You must try. I can't say that name. I'll get banned. But that's my point. And that dude lied about so much, right? Why should you trust him? Why should you trust any of these people? I don't trust any of them. I don't know. I don't claim I know what's true, but I don't trust. There's a lot of these people that tell us stuff I do not trust. Science has been observed by the effects of gravity by viewing other celestial bodies that followed the same rules proposed. How do you measure that though? Like, I guess you could view it and you could say, well, the same things are going here, but how do you know that's exactly that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's far away that they're looking. Change of ours, it's a lie. It's always been a lie. Well, that's my point. I don't trust them. Joey C, thank you for super chat, my man. Appreciate you. I mean, I can't say that either. I have no idea. I have no way of knowing. Do I believe there's like fishes? I don't think like Aquaman's. I don't believe Aquaman's underwater. But I mean, I think there's some fish and crazy stuff down there, probably. Conspiracy iceberg shows like 500. Yeah, that's probably true. I can tell you how God exists. So all these things exist perfectly. Billions, blades, grass, animals, particles, compounds, perfectly mixing together trillions of times over. Well, yeah, but that makes sense to me. Like you look at how everything works, and like, yeah, that actually makes sense to me. I can buy that. No, I didn't see Oppenheimer. I'm dying to see it. And I don't come at it from the standpoint of I know. I don't know any of this stuff. Do I think there's prehistoric animals living in I don't know. I think there's probably some weird things, but are they prehistoric animals? I don't know. I don't. If they're still alive, they can't be prehistoric, right? I haven't seen Oppenheimer. I just pre-ordered it. Hey, Warrior Ray, thank you for super chat, because that's a weird. What's weird? Science always been something to question, but it's by its very nature. Science used to believe Earth was flat. Now, question science is anti-science. Yeah, you're supposed to question it. That's right, because it can change. I just always think of it from this perspective. If the people lie to us about all this other stuff, then how do we know whether they're lying? Oh, Barry Sanders. They're showing Barry. What is this? Prime? Oh, what? Barry Sanders documentary? Oh, I got to watch this. God, I'm getting shivers just watching the highlights. God, look at this guy. Oh, my God. Barry Sanders documentary. Breaking news. Oh, I got to watch this. What is this? Oh, I want to watch this. They're showing a documentary. Why did they put Emmett Smith in it? Don't put Emmett Smith in a Barry Sanders documentary. Don't put him in there. There's a Barry Sanders documentary on Prime. Oh, man. I'll read that 1 second. I got to see this preview of Barry Sanders documentary. I got to watch this. November 21st, Bye Bye Barry. Oh, I have to watch that. That I'm watching. Cyrus says, if you have an AI on your computer, ask AI and it will explain everything you question you have. But wait a second. AI, it can only tell you answers based upon the parameters that was given it initially, right? So can it be can't AI be manipulated by those who programmed it? Joey sees David Super Chat goes, I lost a $20 bet on the under. Yeah, man, I did too. Well, I got the over. I had the over. What was it? 647. I hit the over, but I took the Bengals. Emmett's garbage. Do I believe in dinosaurs? I guess. I mean, they found them, right? They found them and uncovered them and put them together. If they did, then why not? If they didn't, then I can't. I don't know. I think we have current leadership from behind. Oh, I agree, Jameson Smith. That's what I'm saying. And when I was in school, that's how I used to be. Like, teachers would tell us, and I would be like, well, how do you know? And I was the kid, how do you know? But how do you know? And I'm still to this day, I'm like, how do you know? True AI has been manipulated. That this is known, and people are created. I don't allow it to answer, create certain questions, such. Yeah. Great line from JFK movie in Louisiana. How do we know who are your daddy? It's because your mama tells you so. Beautiful saying. Yep. John Candy in that saying, right? That's one of my favorite movies of all time, JFK. That's a great movie. I think I got to watch it because I think it's the 60th year anniversary coming up. If Barry was on a good team, he would double the yards. Oh, I agreed. Emmitt Smith Emmitt Smith couldn't do anything against the Eagles until Jerome Brown died. It's good you're skeptical with logic. No, I mean I don't know, you know. So yeah, I like watching. I watch those World War II. You see the ones on Netflix, the colored, like World War II in color. I like to watch those. My brother got me into those. Joey sees 46.5. I took the under. 47. Oh, no, there was 20-34, right? They scored. I forgot they scored. I didn't update it. It's a shame that Burrow got hurt. It really messed up this whole game. Burrow going out to change this whole game, in my opinion. Oh, 500, but you a Birds fan. Your brother a bird. Yeah. My whole family's a Bird fan. Yeah. My dad, my brother. Yep. Messed up my fantasy team as well. I was 8-2 on my drop another. That sucks, man. Prayers up to Joe. Absolutely. Prayers up to Joe. Emmitt Smith overrated. He won league MVP, Super Bowl MVP. He's overrated. Overrated. Because you probably put, where would you put Barry Sanders on the list? 1? You put him 1? So you put Barry Sanders 1, Emmitt Smith 1, maybe 2? Where do you put him? He's not better than Barry Sanders. He's not better than Walter Payton. He's not better than Eric Dickerson. He's probably not better than Thurman Thomas. So maybe he's 5 or 6. Yeah, I'd put him like 6, 7, somewhere like that of all time. If you say he's top 3, then he's overrated. Swap Barry with Emmitt. Barry's the GOAT. Absolutely. The only way Emmitt ever got the league the record was because Barry left early. Joey C, thank you for super chat, my man. I appreciate it. Yeah, Jim Brown was better than Emmitt Smith. People say OJ was better than him. I think in my lifetime, I thought Walter Payton was better than Emmitt Smith. I think Eric Dickerson was better than Payton. I think Adrian Peterson was better than him. Barry Sanders was better than him. Those are guys that I have seen. So do you think that the U.S. general who said we should have invaded Russia after World War II since they were weak and didn't have any nukes, think he was right? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not for all that invasion. No, there was enough death and war in that time. Miles Sanders better. Are you betting tomorrow? I'm probably definitely betting. Texas boy blocked you. Emmitt had the greatest offensive line I've ever seen. Do you think Miles Jack never retired in the offseason? Well, I don't know. I don't know what he had left. You know what I mean? Yeah, I saw the movie La Bamba. Yeah. Emmitt Smith needed O-line. What happened when he was out there and they had other running backs? Y'all can't say nothing. Who are you talking about? He literally had the greatest offensive line in history at the time. I don't know. I never pondered it. I lost 100 tonight. I haven't seen that. Nope. Are you smoking crack back then? Cowboys had the best. The Cowboys are the best offensive line probably I've ever seen. Terrell Davis, there you go. I seriously have 10-12. I do too. Emmitt played with the greatest offensive line in football. And then he had to play all those years after to catch Barry. Barry was out. Barry left. You know? Imagine saying other running backs better than a guy who won the league MVP and a Super Bowl MVP award. Well, you're talking about awards because he had the best offensive line. He had best offensive line. Who had the best team? Barry had. Emmitt had the best team around him in those days. That's not the argument. But who's a better running back? It's not even close. Barry Sanders was 1,000 times better than Emmitt. Do I think Cleveland beats Steelers at home? Who's quarterbacking for them? They all fell after Jimmy Johnson left and agreed. Thoughts on Rice throwing up his Eagle fans, flipping them off? I have no problem with it. No problem with it. That if the Eagles did that to him or to the Niner fans, If it were reversed, I would have no problem with it. You could talk your shit. I have no problem with it. Now, Barry Sanders, in my opinion, is the best running back. Thurman Thomas was underrated. Marshall Faulk is very underrated. 100,000 years of Jerry Jones still even talks about the 90s. I know. Barry, you watch that Barry documentary. That's the best running back that I've ever seen. Robinson. I don't know. Pittsburgh's playing much better than I thought they were. Curtis Martin was underrated. Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course Rice knew what he was doing. Yeah. Give me some confidence for Monday, brother. It's a win for sure. My man Jalen Hurts does not lose to teams with winning records. And now with a week off, a week rest, you know the Eagles are going to be up for this game. You know they want this game more than anything. Hate to say it, but I think Jerry Rice, the greatest football player ever. I would probably agree. Jerry Rice probably, to me, he's clearly, I think he's the best receiver ever. I wonder who watch a game knows Barry's served other running backs better than this. Absolutely. Barry Sanders today on the Eagles would get every year. And he would have 20 touchdowns every year. They didn't even use Barry right in Detroit. And they were not good, and they weren't getting any better. And they should have been forced to trade him. Jerry Rice is great, yeah. Bro, who's the all-time leading rusher in the NFL? It's Emmett. But it only took him, how many extra years? Barry would have had it locked up if he didn't retire. Unfortunately, Barry didn't care about it, and he retired in his prime. If you'd rather play the Lions and the Niners and the Lions in the playoffs, you're tripping. I ain't worried about either. People say, really? Well, it depends what the injury is. If he's out for the year, then Bengals are done. Fly, Eagles, fly. Taylor Swift sucks. I agree. Philly, would you sign a 3-year deal for Chase Young or Saquon Barkley? Give me Saquon. I think Saquon on a good offensive line would be really good. Emmett's a Hall of Famer. I'm not saying he's not a Hall of Famer. I think he is. But he's not as good as all those guys I mentioned. His wrist pop? Yeah, that's not good. Might miss a couple weeks. Rice, Calvin Johnson, soon to be. I'll tell you a guy everybody forgets about, Steve Largent. He was a great receiver too. Lane Fonz was a terrible coach. He couldn't use Barry, especially. He would take him out in the red zone. It was like, what are you doing? And the guy still had 17 touchdowns in a year. I'll take Barry all day, every day. Barry was in his prime. Barry was in his prime. Okay? Barry had at least 4 years left. Jeez, you Cowboy fans are ridiculous. I get old. Cowboy fans put years on my life. Some of the bullcrap they talk is ridiculous. For the Niner-Cowboy rivalry in the late 80s, early 90s, it was a great rivalry. I put Randy Moss as second best. I think Randy Moss is the most talented wide receiver to ever play. But I don't think he lived up to all his full potential. Yeah, both Barry Sanders and Megatron both left Detroit because they couldn't win. Is it Randy Moss was best receiver ever? He was damn good. Not Emmett's fault. Barry, no, it's not his fault, but there should definitely be an asterisk. There should be an asterisk on that record. All-time leading rusher, and then an asterisk. It's Emmitt Smith and an asterisk because Barry didn't want it, or Barry let him have it. That's how I would have it in the record book. Favorite dessert? Jeez. I don't know, chips. I'm not a big dessert guy. I know I don't look like it, but I'm not. A.J. Brown is one of the greatest receivers. He's one of the greatest Eagle receivers of all time, I think. for sure. Oh, let me see if I got demonetized yet. I'm sure I got demonetized. Not yet. It'll happen soon enough. Yeah, I know, but Barry Sanders didn't have nothing around him. It's funny, the final score is my prediction for the Eagles-Chiefs game, 34-20 Birds. God, I hope so. Still think Rice is more talented than Moss, and his records are off. I think you're right about. I think Jerry Rice may be the best football player, number one football player ever. I think that's fair. Marvin Harrison was great. Phil, how many more choking seasons does Dak have before the delusional Cowboy fans like Mark Holmes admit that? I think it's at least 2-3 years away, because no matter what happens now, they're going to say that Dak was an MVP this year, even if he loses the first round of playoffs. I'll put my prediction out tomorrow. Payday candy bars are the bomb. My favorite candy bar is a whatchamacallit. No, your best players were your offensive line, Texas boy. It was your line. Barry was different. Barry was so different. Listen, listen, you think I don't like to say the Cowboys are the best at anything, but I gotta be honest and say that they have the best offensive line I ever seen. That stint where they won 3 championships in 90, I think they had the greatest offensive line I've ever seen. I don't like to say it, but it's true. But I'm not going to say they had the best offensive line, best receiver, and the best running back ever. No, sorry. Randy Moss, what is that? Well, that's tough. Randy Moss, Cal Johnson, or Johnson, Bryce, or man, that's really hard. Which one will you start? Jerry Rice. Which one will you bench? I'd probably have to go start Rice. I would bench Moss and cut Calvin Johnson. I can't believe I'm saying that, but that's probably how I would do it. Oh, God, you guys are crazy. I think Hurts goes to at least 2 more. I think he's going to win at least 2, maybe 3. Might be a hot take, but prime Antonio Brown was top. Prime Antonio Brown was really good. Really good. He would put up ridiculous numbers. Even if you're a Cowboy fan, you're bugging if you're taking Emmett over Barry. He did all that with a sub. Yeah, you could take Emmett all day. I'll take Barry, and we'll be fine. I know. I mean, it's. I mean, you're gonna have to cut somebody really good there. You have to cut a Hall of Famer one way or the other. It's crazy. The 49ers really had a good team. I love that keep Cowboys fans standing by a thread of hope. Yeah, it's great when they build it up and then it collapses. Like they're going to beat Carolina. They're going to be talking how great they are, and they're going to be all excited Thanksgiving. And then Washington's going to beat them, and it's all going to just deflate. It's going to be wonderful. The early 90 Cowboys were scary. I never hated a team more than them. I hated to admit that they were a great team. No weaknesses, but that's before the cap laugh out. Yeah, they were scary. They were scary, and I hated them too. And you knew when we played them, you knew you weren't going to win, and it really sucked. Fun fact: Niners and Eagles both lost Chiefs Super Bowl while leading at halftime. Both were 10-point comebacks. Both were televised on Fox. What a coincidence! It's interesting. Yeah, that's very interesting. Dan Marino, I think Dan Marino's maybe the best pure passer I've ever seen. Favorite movie of all time? That's a hard one. I have a bunch of them. I'm gonna go with JFK tonight because it's on my mind now. Well, let me thank everybody for joining. I truly appreciate it. Still have 343 people in the chat. I appreciate it so much. Had a great time. Thank you guys so much. With 500, I could never consider Jerry Rice as a GOAT. Not after he admitted using Stickum during his best years. I'm sure they all did, though. You know, I think Jerry Rice was something else, man. But thank you guys so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Had a wonderful time. It's a shame that Burrow gets hurt in this game because I thought we were gonna have a really good game, but it kind of ruined everything. But I had fun talking about all crazy stuff. You can see how crazy my mind works. Let me get this all queued up. There we go. You're the man. Keep it right. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm gonna go. If you haven't, make sure you hit the like on the way out. Make sure you subscribe. I'll have my preview video out tomorrow for Eagles Chiefs, where I will give a score prediction as well as a channel membership video. So look for those tomorrow. I will be streaming the Cowboys game on Sunday. What games am I streaming on Sunday? I looked at it the other day. Let me check again. I'll tell you what my schedule is on Sunday. So Sunday, I'm doing Cowboys, Panthers, and then I think that might be it. I don't. Probably do the Buccaneers, 49ers. So I'm going to do the Cowboys, doing the Cowboys, Panthers, and then the Niners, Buccaneers after that. And then, of course, I'll do the Monday night game. So that's my schedule for this week. I'm undecided about Thanksgiving. So look for that. It should be fun. With that, I'm going to let you guys go. You guys have a great night. God bless. You guys take care. Thank you for putting up with my wild, crazy thoughts. I appreciate it. And I will definitely see you guys later. Peace.
One more play.
The officials are bad.
We had one
Yo,
more.
you gotta be motherfucking
You
kidding
gotta
me.
be kidding me. We have no time for one more play.
Look at this motherfucker
What are you doing?
running from
What
a.
are you doing?
To get off the field on third down.
What was that bullshit?
That is not right.
Kellen Moore, he's got to be better, man. He wasn't.
Oh, that's some bullshit. What was that? We had enough time for one more
He
play.
had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us.
Away, but, you know, this is just
The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
The brother screwed
it is what it
us.
is, man.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys games.
Yeah,
end that way.
you
The
literally.
brother screwed us. The brother screwed us.
It's going to end the way that
Yeah.